to be worth, and we have to make sure
Hello,
we don't get
everyone.
again, like the last time and buy a $3,000 mirror. That's only worth 1,000.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ichor in Honor. I am your host, the Herald, and this is the Dumb Luck Club.
Yo.
As you can see, we're talking about mirrors.
We were trying to make our shopping list. It's fine.
Yeah, a $3,000 mirror is one of them.
In this economy?
That's about $3.
Exactly.
But
You not gotten gas recently?
Oh, correction. It's a gem-encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold.
so good to have you all here. So announcement-wise, we're still making, as you know, there's still a little bit of a transitionary period from switching locations and everything. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get all properly set up, the sound and all that. So we ask that you please be patient with us on that. But slowly but surely, we're getting things rolling. But other than that, we'll mention that, as you'll remember, that on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we do have the Revived Pandemic. And you may want to pay a visit to that one, as they are currently made an agreement with a lich.
I didn't. They
Proud
did.
of you.
I did. I didn't. They did it.
So, other than that, as always, if you guys enjoyed the session, please be sure to like and subscribe. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and begin Ichor and Honor. So, where we last left off with the party, you all had found yourselves having just defeated the Mortician, and we're trying to just figure out what the next step is moving forward especially after breaking the news to Medi as to not only what happened to her father, Black Wolf, but also what had happened and the cause of all this. Needless to say, there was quite a bit of emotional baggage with all of this. But after working through some of it, at least, everyone had decided that they're going to move forward to try to help Medi with trying to find her missing tuning fork, but also pay a visit to the Kre, the one clan that they had not had any true interactions with, but as Kinoto had mentioned to them, had been awfully silent throughout this whole ordeal. Having some suspicions about rumors regarding the Golden Demon, whom the party had decided they were going to try to pay a visit to. They had set forth from the magnificent mansion. That's a tongue twister. But as they were doing so, they had decided to look at a few of the letters. As they had done so, they had discovered a strange one. One that was beautifully ornate, but as they opened it, it turned out to be a trap from the first Emperor. Daphne, Delan, and Gale found themselves in the presence, away from the rest of the party, finding themselves in the presence of the first Emperor. Angered by what he had said, Delan struck out against him. And he seemed to be quite entertained as he summoned forth 2 draconic spirits. But before it could get any worse, Daphne was able to send out a message telling Lydia to get them out of the situation, as they were in the presence of the first Emperor. As a quick reaction, she cast a wall of fire. Needless to say, it was successful in destroying said letter, and also perhaps stopped any sort of concentration they might have had upon this trap. And that is where we pick up. right after this. Everyone's a bit shaken up. Youth, you notice that after the wall of fire had appeared, they all seem, the Gale, Daphne, and Delan seem to be back to it, and not just seeming to be just frozen in place as they all gather their bearings.
Thank you, Lydia. But you do remember, Umeko has unlimited torches.
I remember, but this was a magical letter, and I thought we might need magical flames, and I did not have something smaller. I healed you guys back. You're fine. You're fine.
How many torches do you have?
She has like 20, I believe.
I think it's 30? This was the, like, a long equation math problem, like,
40, I'm guessing.
a couple days ago.
I have 24.
You shouldn't have been able to do that. The sending pouch sends a copy of a letter through the pouch. It doesn't send an actual letter. It should not have been able to do that.
He's kind of a god-ish, in his own mind.
One who wants to become like the gods or stronger than the gods. He mentions
He's a-
all of them.
What if he
Yeah.
has some sort of enchantment written into the letter? Wouldn't the enchantment be copied if it was written in our own?
Yeah.
Yes.
On the subject of them talking about this, could I check my own diplomat's pouch?
Sure.
I'm worried if there's something in there.
It's there again.
There's a copy of a copy.
Mhm.
Oh gosh!
I have another wall of fire, don't you worry.
Oh no, he's rolling more dice.
Okay. You take a look through. Don't seem to find anything.
Thank goodness. Oh, thank the Lord. I'm closing that thing. I am not opening that for a while.
If he is able to send enchantments through, that's
Where are we currently?
You're
We're
currently
currently in
out.
the middle of the
Mount Kieran. We're
yeah,
at the
Mount
top
Kieran.
of Mount Kieran in the temple.
Yeah,
Open air.
yeah. You're outside of the mansion now.
It's nighttime, correct, DM?
Yeah, it is. It's right now in the right around midnight or so.
Oh, comfy.
Comfy for you.
Lunchtime.
Daphne's just opening up her letter from her parents because she's like, I need some semblance of normalcy right now.
And you
Just
do.
like off to the side reading that.
Mm-hmm. Gale, Delan, Umeko.
Delan at this point is pretty much just kind of sitting down, reeling from just having dealt with having seen the first Emperor face to face, and is just kind of sitting down, looking over his blade before he kind of like stashes it.
You take a look at
And-
your blade. You don't see any blood. Or anything that shows as if it's been used.
He looks it over a little bit closer, and then once he notices that, he has kind of a little curious look at it before stowing it, and he turns to Gale.
Gale just sits right beside Delan.
Have you in your travels, have you ever come across anything like that? Not the Emperor. Where we were.
Not that particular plane, but when the Conjurer was alive, he came to me in a dream about maybe hours after Black Wolf's death, trying to convince me to join the Faithful. It was a It was a rather cozy place with a fire. It was a cozy area with a fireplace with 2 chairs, and the conjurer was among them. I even got to see the bastard unmasked because I asked him. It's rude to talk to someone without knowing their true face.
The reason I asked, because something about that felt strange. Can't quite place it. Also,
Is that powerful?
not quite sure. Almost, I mean, our physical bodies were here, but it almost felt like we were dreaming, in a sense.
Felt like we were dreaming, but it also almost felt like it was real. I wonder if any of us would have gotten taken down by those.
I'm feeling it's a good thing we didn't stick around long enough to find out.
I'll be right back, but please feel free to continue.
I'm feeling that if we stayed there long enough, we would have found out the hard way.
I'm glad we didn't find out the hard way.
I am very glad that I got a couple of hits in on the spot. I have a bit of a feeling of where I'm going to be for bandages now. And pretty much with that, he's just going to kind of sit down and just kind of look around to the rest of the group and just see, like, just looking around to see what everybody else is doing.
Daphne finishes up reading her letter and lets out a long sigh and just folds it up, puts it in her bag, flexes her hands a few times, still remembering the feeling of them burning!
He said, I am sorry?
The
Lydia,
burning means it's working.
She's saying,
Lydia, I forgive you, Lydia, because I had messaged you knowing that you would find a way to get us out before he could do any serious damage.
The burning is a reminder that you're still alive.
I know the burning is a reminder that I am still alive, as I am standing here, dealing with all of this, and trauma, and drama, and just general tomfoolery as she's just like stroking her pygmy griffin whiskey business. And he's just like preening under the attention, and she's just like, it's just, I want, when this is all over and this is all done, we are just gonna take a year. We're gonna take a year, we're gonna do stuff that doesn't involve work, assassination attempts, gods, nothing.
Might be hard considering my job and
Jobs
family.
Your job and your family are excluded from that because I know that assassination attempts and tomfoolery and kidnappings go along very well with the job. That's why it is excluded from that. Because I know I can't ask you to take a year off.
Nope.
We
With
want
all
to
of
get
us.
to that point, shouldn't we? So the Emperor could do that through the pouch. We should
Yeah,
probably figure out ways that better equipped us against that sort of magic. Because clearly none of us were prepared for that.
Give me a moment.
clearly
Actually.
was.
Give me a second. I'm going to write a quick letter to some people. And she takes out a quill and paper and just starts quickly jotting down basically a quick summary of what happened, how it happened.
Do you even want to send stuff through the pouch anymore? We already not sure if it's been tampered with anyways.
Who's looking over the
Just at this
pouch?
point, fuck it.
Daphne has the pouch right now.
Alright,
but
give me
she's just thinking,
as you're looking it over, give me an investigation check.
investigation! Investigation!
Oh, natural 20.
Hey. Womp, womp, womp.
So, the natural 20, you look over the bag, and there's nothing. You look to see if there's any signs of tampering in any way, but it doesn't seem that there was. With your passive intelligence, you conclude that this might just be the power that he holds.
You want the good news or the bad news?
All of it?
Alright. Bad news. I'll start with the good news. The pouch isn't tampered with. Bad news is, I think that is just something he could do for all I have a theory that he just made it appear in the pouch.
I mean, that feels right.
He had the
With what we
ability
know.
to summon dragons.
Which I'm calling bullshit on, by the way.
He summoned dragons?
Yeah, he summoned 2 draconic spirits.
Oh yes, he did. He did that with the bow. The bow can summon dragons.
With
Why
who
would
sings
you-
well?
Yes!
Why would you doubt summoning dragons when we're talking to a dragon? And she just waves her hand over at Gale,
It was
Who's
more
also
like I was
summoned a
curious.
dragon.
who has also
Dude.
summoned a dragon.
I am
2 dragons. 2 large dragons. He summoned.
larger than Death. Well. DM,
Mind you, we were in a mind space, so I don't know if it was like mind fuckery happening as well.
DM, were the draconic spirits the same size as Decimus or Rivet?
Basically, the same size as Decimus. Decimus was a
they
huge
were-
size.
What?
Huge dragons, so about the same size as Decimus was.
Cool. All right. Okay. So, are we sending that letter? Daphne, who are you sending that letter to?
Honestly, I'm just worried about anyone who does have a sounding pouch, because if he's able to trap people in their minds inside of a letter, or whatever that mind space was, anyone could be hurt. I was thinking maybe Zer or Zareth, since there are... Well, Zer is much more knowledgeable about magic than I am, for the most
We're
part.
also going to see Zer in person.
Yes,
We're
but I
making
don't want to
our
deal
way-
with... I don't want to
making our
deal
way
with his
back.
salty response and his sarcasm right now.
I'll
don't
deal
think-
with it.
I'd rather deal with his
He's not that bad.
I'm not saying he's that bad. I am, however, saying that sometimes I don't want to deal with it. And
So-
this is one of those times.
And you hear Talus chime in. So basically, he's like licorice. Sometimes you want it, sometimes you really don't.
See,
Especially
the
black.
issue is I don't like licorice.
You don't like licorice?
Dare you?
No.
the red
It's
licorice
gross.
is good.
I-
Black
The
licorice.
red licorice
You see-
and black licorice, no.
You hear a deep sigh escape, Youth, as she's like, well, and then you see her pulling out her arquebus and, like, loading it. Guess there's gonna be one less party member.
I would like to see you try.
That's not a challenge. Let's not. Okay.
It's
Let's
called a
not
joke.
pick.
Take it, Granny.
It's you, for a moment, you hear Talus going, fight, fight. And, oh, and it's called Granny. She's like, oh. And scoots a little bit away from Youth.
She puts the arquebus away and she's like, shake on it with, like, a wide smile. Our buddies. come on.
Sure.
Y'all can fight in the
She
pit later
pulls
if
her
you
hand
want.
back. I don't trust that.
As you do that, give me a dexterity save real quick.
Okay, cool. If I roll 20 wants to work. It says I'm not connected when it's open.
I'm sorry, dexterity check, not save. that's the wrong one for this.
Okay, it's saying my Roll20 is not logged in.
Oh no.
I mean, no, it's still like it's open, right? But it's saying that you've been disconnected from the service.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
like,
see.
"Thank you."
Yeah, I don't see you in the Roll20. There we go. There you are.
I refreshed. It happens every time I join session, I
Yeah.
swear. You
So
said dex check, like
check.
straight?
Yeah, dexterity
Okay.
check. Yeah.
Come on, road.
16.
Okay. Let's see what happens here.
Okay. Who is it?
Okay. As you try to pull your hand back, you notice someone grabs a hold of yours and is like trying to push it forward, but you pull it back as you see Talus just trying to wrestle your arm to make you hold your hand out to Daphne still.
What do you want, you little freak?
I want you to be nice, or you won't get to play
I'm
with
not
Jerry
gonna be
anymore.
Nice. You're never nice to me either. You literally shot me twice.
Daphne shakes you's hand.
No tricks? She's not gripping still.
No tricks.
She grips.
Okay.
It's a firm shake, then like quickly recoils it.
So, does anyone have locate object?
Oh shoot, wait, youth might have. Maybe.
Because if I'm a badger looking for a tuning fork via smell, if someone else is like helping with other magic, as well as if we just spread out to try to find a tuning fork that got lost.
Have locate object services. Why does she have so many things? I hate multiclassing.
Yeah, consequence of multiclassing. You don't?
No, I'm searching. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I hear the music in Roll20?
It's
she
very
does
quiet
not have
music.
it.
It
I'm
also
sorry to
also
disappoint.
loops, and it just ended, so it's starting up again.
She does
Okay.
not have it. I am sorry to disappoint. That is
I mean,
on
you're good with
Hazi.
your eyes. You're good with your eyes. It's fine.
Well, no, that's not on Hazi. That's a different character. But
Well,
yeah.
it's fine. Even if we all just look, it shouldn't be too hard to
I'll
find.
look with my special eyes. My
You do have the
cloak.
rope of eyes.
Well,
it
we
shouldn't
could
be
try
too hard.
scrying on it.
You can't scry on an object. You can only scry on a location. And we don't know where she
That's-
dropped it.
That's stupid.
And I've been running from
Where
here.
is Medi?
Medi's with you guys. Yeah, she just chimes in. I did flee all the way from Fall Oren to here.
Yeah.
Medi, quick question. Are you sure you had it on you when you fled?
To think so.
When was the last time you saw it? Because we're gonna try to retrace your steps.
She holds
back
up
to
her
Fall
satchel.
Ren.
You see her holding up her satchel, and you see that the outside pocket has a bit of a hole in it. Like it's been like not really more a hole, more like a tear.
Mm-hmm.
Just points to that torn outside pocket.
Daphne
That's
brings
where the
out her
fork-
needle of mending and just taps it and mends it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And that hole
So-
was there when you were in Fall Ren, and it appeared during the siege. Yeah.
Well, more is when I was fleeing. It's sometime when I was fleeing from the city.
Okay. Well, we're gonna
So anywhere
retrace
from
your
the
steps.
city to here.
Hopefully, the scent trail hasn't gone completely gone.
Well, it hasn't rained, and it's only been 24 hours.
Has it rained? DM, can I just like look around real quick, make sure it hasn't rained?
Give me a nature check.
Boy. Druid powers, go, 28.
Whoa! It's Druid powers!
While it's hard to tell for a large area, you can tell at the very least for this area where you're in right now, on top of Mount Kiernan, there doesn't seem... You do see that there is a little bit of... The ground seems to be a little bit wet, but you also know that you are into high altitude. So that's kind of a given. But you also find yourself not really seeing any sign of like heavy rains or anything. At least here.
Solid. Well, okay. Any inspiration or words of inspiration or guidance before we do this? I'm not nervous at all.
Daphne just grips her shoulders. This will only last for 10 minutes. You've got this. I believe in you. You are a beautiful, capable badger.
Thanks, Daphne. That's a D10, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Delan, you got the next inspiration. We'll just keep on switching off until we find the tuning fork.
Lydia's gonna look at Itham and just make a stupid face at him before wild shaping into a giant badger.
He's seen you as a giant badger.
I know! Not ever since he broke out of the Gios, though. And as a normal badger in the pit.
Gosh, my weeb brain immediately went to Code Geass.
Proud of you.
Oh my gosh, I need to stop.
Best anime.
Oh,
But,
it's really good. I'm not gonna lie.
I am a giant badger.
Giant badger.
I'm a giant badger for the next 4 hours, y'all.
Medi, what kind of spellcaster are you exactly?
Oh, what do you mean exactly?
Are you a sorcerer, a bard, a wizard?
I mean, is there really a difference?
Hi.
Can't talk.
Also, side
you-
question. Don't people have polymorph? Can't we help Lydia as other animals that can track?
She raises her finger.
Can
And she's
Jerry
like,
smell things? Is a valid question. I will. She looks at Medi. We'll get back to that conversation in a second. Looks at Talus. Can Jerry track scent?
I need to look at that. And you were about to say something, Youth?
I mean, Youth is just better off looking in her normal form because of the robe. I can't use it in polymorph, so.
Just give me a team of badgers running through the woods.
Well,
I am not
I would
doing
say
that.
I'm pretty useless right now as I am
Yeah, because you don't have dark
in this
vision.
situation.
It's
I don't have
midnight.
dark vision. I don't have any other way to help.
I mean, if you get polymorphed into a badger, they have advantage on smell checks.
Dalan slowly looks over to Umeko.
So,
I don't like that look on your face.
So as
Would you like to become a
I looked it
badger?
up, Talos looks to you, Daphne, and says, "Well, I do like to think that Jerry is very much alive. That's something he can't do exactly. He doesn't smell or taste anything."
Wow, he's living a life of disaster.
He is a very youth. He is a very good dog, and we love and appreciate him very much. But
I love Jerry too. Don't invalidate my feelings.
does anyone else want to be a badger to help Lydia?
Dalan turns to Umeko. Would you like to become a badger?
Yeah? I don't like that grin on your face.
Puts his hands together, puts his hand on Umeko's shoulder, and casts polymorph and transforms her into a giant badger.
Yay!
Badger.
So wait, can Umeko and I communicate as
Yeah.
badgers?
We speak badger.
We don't have a language.
You
There's
don't
no
have a
language.
language, so if anything, it's probably going to be
Charades.
gestures.
Badger charades.
Badger, badger.
It's like Pokemon when they communicate with each other.
Okay. Medi, were you born with magic, or did you have to learn it?
I mean, everyone in the Feywild just uses magic. I mean, is it not the same here?
No. So your father was born with magic. Lydia gains her magic from nature, as you can see from the giant badger. I gain my magic technically through song, along with Delan.
Hi.
Some people get it through religion, like those two, and she gestures to Umeko and Umeko, Delan, and Youth. And sometimes it's inherited a bit through magic, through things, but no, not everyone is just born with magic.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
You forgot Gale, who made a pact with a magic man.
me.
But
And Gale over here, since I can feel him glaring, gained his magic by making a deal with a higher power.
I also unlocked.
Also him.
I also unlocked power too, and he raises his hand, and lightning just sparkles through his.
How do you make a deal with someone to gain power? Who is it?
Apparently, a gentleman, a fae paradox
Give me a second.
from the Feywilds, apparently, or an archfey. I haven't been given the full story.
polymorph only lasts an hour?
Yes, for walking
Yeah, I
and
was gonna say,
talking.
can I start like biting at people's cloaks and like pulling them like, come on? Like we're biting at their ankles, like,
Okay.
come on.
I imagine we were walking and talking.
I'm gonna start trying to sniff down Medi and then find scent
Yep.
trail.
We're just both like circling Betty, just like me. Genius.
Land sharks. Land sharks.
Dalan staying close to Umeko to make sure we can maintain the spell.
Oh, wait, you said paradox? I see. You
know him?
I don't know him, but I know of him.
Is this like a Lydia Zell type thing?
I don't know. Well,
Grr.
she
Question
leans
pass,
over.
sure.
She leans over to Daphne and just like making sure keeping, and it puts a hand over her mouth to whisper to Daphne.
Are you sending me messages?
Yes, I'm sending you messages. Sorry, I have to mute. So I just had to mute so we don't pick up the background noise on the live stream.
God damn, Paulina asking the Fae wild questions. I need to ask Medi.
I mean,
You're the one that turned
she's
into a
covering her
giant
mouth
badger.
like this, probably,
Yeah.
and we're small, so like, can we look up and still?
Can we just like
read her
circle
lips?
around?
No, she's social
Side.
distancing from you guys.
She's
Maybe
social
trying to get us
distancing like
that
the
off of her.
smirk she is.
Fine, fuck it, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go find a central. I'm gonna go find Medi Central. I start looking for
Let's
tuning
go.
fork. Badger solo mission. Bye.
Bruh.
There you go.
Oh. That kind of makes sense from what I know. I don't know much. Gale doesn't tell me much, but he does. He apparently appeared in the mansion last night in his room.
Would not surprise me.
Okay. Alright. Good to know. Let's see if we can find your tuning park, my dear. Tarek, are you joining us on land, or are you still grounded?
I'm gonna stay here a little bit with Knight. Just make sure he's ready to go.
Alright. Alright, let's go follow our fearless badger leader.
All right. I would like all the badgers to make investigation checks, please.
Oh, Umeko, do you want a inspiration? Alright,
And if anyone else is helping, you can go ahead and do either perception or investigation.
Alright, I'm gonna pat Umeko. Wait, no, I can't pat Umeko, because then Lydia loses her inspiration. Dylan, can
yes,
you...
Yes, I got you.
So you get an inspiration from Dalan. So that's a D8?
Yep.
Yep. And I'm gonna help with what can I do? What is my thing? My thing is usually
36 DM.
Yeah, my perception's great. Plus 11. Yo!
Daphne just got second at 20.
Oh, dang!
Okay, perception.
Invincible.
17 on my investigation.
Okay. So, all right. Oh. Okay, so as you are all looking around the various areas, just going the path to what you gathered to be the path that Medi was taking from Falren to the sorry. Yeah, sorry, family. But as they're going to the as they are going to the going from the mountain to the capital, you are looking around with your keen sense of eyes and the smells and everything. You're following. You see the various areas in which she had cast spells and whatnot, trying to get herself away to safety. Just constantly looking through every nook and cranny, really. Don't seem to find any sign of it.
You don't think someone already picked it up, do you? She's looking at the people who can obviously speak, since we have 2 badgers in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Dalen's going to turn to Umeko and Lydia, and using speak with animals. It's going to turn to them. Have you picked up anything?
I mean, we can smell where she's been and casted magic, but I mean, we haven't seen any sign of a tuning fork. I'm assuming we've like rustled through bushes.
Oh, you have, yes. You've gone through every spot that you picked up Medi's scent.
I underestimate my ability as a badger in this situation.
At least I'm not alone.
Youth, what are you doing during this time?
We're, sorry. I spaced out for a bit.
We were, investigating.
Investigating? Okay. Did I have to make any rolls?
If you wanted to. Or if you're just following them, you could just be
no,
like, okay.
I'll look. What do I roll?
Perception?
Perception or investigation, your choice.
Perception with advantage.
Fuck yeah. Help us find this tuning fork that we somehow missed.
I'm opening my third eye. Give me a moment. It takes a moment to open.
It's just like 50 paces back with the tuning fork already in your hand. Like.
Okay, so it should be a 21 with reliable talent.
Okay. So, as you're following along and looking around, you're joining the rest of them here. There is something that catches your attention, however, because you are wearing the robe of eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there appears to be strange, almost like a strange arcane magic that seems to be covering this part of the ground. But you also see a set of stairs. Almost like a trapdoor sort of way.
What did you say it was? I couldn't comprehend that, sorry.
Basically, you see an illusion.
Oh, huh.
And a set of stairs through it.
I'ma look at the others and say, if anyone wants to come with, I'm gonna check something. And she's just gonna, like, turn and start walking over.
So you see she's going right towards what appears to be that of a tree, but as she starts stepping, it looks like she's sinking into the ground. Like, almost like that magic trick, you know?
Dalan, do we drop wild shape for this? Do we drop animals?
She's gonna turn around and poke her head out the tree and be like, just come in.
Oh god, what if it's...
I mean, to be fair, this is how I can see right now.
True.
Oh no. I think I know who this is.
Dalen's gonna turn to Umeko and Lydia and just kind of like do one of these. No. For right now, I'd say hold wild shape.
Okay.
And
I'll just follow.
he's gonna go over behind Youth.
All right.
You just see her face poking out the tree, and then it just slowly
Lydia.
fades away as she backs away.
Who else do we know likes to hide behind illusions and collects magical items?
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh, senior.
Dalan, is she thinking about Vogdrin?
I think she's
Relay?
referring to your creepy ass friend.
Can you ask Daphne if she's meaning Vogdrin, Dalan? I'm asking you to relay, because I'm just sounding like a bunch of chippers and growls right now.
Like that.
Dalan turns to Daphne. What are you referring to? The Badger would like to know if you are referring to Vogdrin.
The
Well,
badger.
considering the fact that his main base of operation was most likely demolished, and this is relatively close to Fallen.
Oh no, he has Black Wolf's corpse.
Dalan,
Dalan, Vogdrin has Black Wolf's corpse.
Don't say anything in front of her.
Maybe someone should stay outside with Medi.
Angry badger.
Dalan turns to
Badgers are hissing.
Daphne. He's gonna go over, kind of put his arm on her shoulder, and he's gonna very quietly whisper and use message, to avoid being too loud. That making sure that Medi can't eat his mouth in case she has observant. But he is going to message to her. Vogdrin does have Black Wolf's cough. And
Daphne's gonna try and keep a neutral face. And
he gives her a pat on the back and then starts heading over to the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to go check this out with Youth. Gale, you want to come with for a second?
Sure.
Okay.
Shall I?
You want
Yeah.
us just to stay with Medi?
If one of the Badgers wishes to come with us, that is great. We might need your smell.
Me or Umeko?
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors for which Badger comes with.
Dalan turns to Daphne. I'll be Umeko. You be Lydia.
Badger pause.
3,
One.
1. Wait.
Hold her parchment shears.
1,
1,
2,
2, 3.
3.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Damn it.
Daphne wins. Yay, me. Okay.
So I'm just looking at her paws, like, how do I
Discord.
do this?
Umeko, keep good. We'll be back. And me, Gale, Youth, and Lydia walk down the stairs.
Why did you
Alright.
spit my name out like that? What the heck?
It says one syllable. Is Astraf and Itham staying behind too?
I'll
Or are
stay
they
with-
coming with?
I'll
Yeah,
stay
as they're
with
talking,
Lydia.
do you notice that they seem to be conversing as they're watching before? You see for a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and roll
Are
this
they
real
gonna
quick.
rock, paper, scissors for who comes down? Please tell me they're rock, paper, scissors for who comes down. Wait, no, Terrace shouldn't come with us.
Terrace stayed back.
As you watch them they look at each other for a moment before you just see them. And then you see that Itham wins, and Ashraf just gestures, go on ahead.
Okay. That was adorable. Okay, that made this
Dalen's-
better. Let's
Dalen's
go.
gonna stay with Umeko and Medi.
Okay.
He's searching for the
I-
thing up top.
Yep. And you guys are searching for it up top, keeping an eye out. As Lydia, Gale, Daphne, and Youth make your way down the stairs. What's the marching order?
I guess Youth's going down first, and she was the first one in.
Mm-hmm.
I got a sniffer on me, so I'll be somewhat close to the front in case I pick up anything that smells like Medi. Going down.
I'll be third.
All right.
Daphne will take up the rear.
Where's Itham?
Or guess with Itham.
Itham will be in the back.
Ah, he's ranged, yeah, that makes sense.
And once we're further down the stairs, Daphne's just going to look behind her to Itham. If it's who we think we are, be prepared. It's an Arcanoloft. If it's who we think it is. And he currently has the corpse of our fallen companion as a servant.
I see. You just see that he adjusts the bow to make sure that it is at the ready as he follows you all down.
He's not hostile. He does have a bunch of weird eyeball creatures that Lydia is strangely fond of.
Can you hear the sound coming out, by the way?
Of what?
The roll 20.
No, I think that's just on my end. I'll fix it like later.
No, I'm just asking everyone.
I was hearing it?
Okay, looks like the audio is corrupted.
Oh, currently playing nothing.
Yeah, looks like it got corrupted or something. Let me just try one more time. Okay.
Heard something.
No. It's not playing anything. Okay. So I'll play this instead. That should work. Yes, that one's working. Okay. As you're going further down, you notice that there is not any source of light immediately, as it seems to cut off as soon as you go down these stairs. Do you notice that these stairs, they're not like finely carved or anything? It just seems almost natural. Almost like the rocks in which you step on as you're going like on a nature trail. And as you are going further and further down, you notice it is wide enough for each of you to go single file only. And to a point you even notice that it's starting to get really low of this area. To a point where you almost feel like you have to bend slightly as you're moving.
DM, can I use what's it? Disguise self to make me into 5 foot tall Gale?
Sure. This guy's self is only an illusion. It won't do anything to your actual height.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, as you're moving forward, you feel as if the atmosphere, the air seems to be getting different. First, it was like the dry sort of ground that you were used to before. But as you go further down, it starts to feel a little like a drop, much more drop in temperature.
Dungeon Master, does this feel at all like the time we went to go see Eladrin in his place?
You do remember that there was a little bit of a drop in temperature, but that's all you remember.
And there's no light whatsoever?
Not in this part, anyways.
Alright. Anyone want some light?
Does dark vision work?
Oh yeah, dark vision's working. There's no problem there.
Alright. Oh, that's right, Umeko's not here.
So.
Okay. Do badgers see? Do badgers have dark vision?
Badgers have 30 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
And perception advantage with smells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I might actually have increased dark vision.
You do, because of the robe.
Yeah, it's up to 120 feet, I think. Or 60.
And as you're moving further, Youth, you actually see there's an opening. As you are at the front.
Yeah, I'll continue forward.
Okay, see, she continues forward. And Lydia, as you are following Youth, and as soon as you enter this area, catch a whiff of something extremely putrid.
Oh no.
I'd like for you to give me a Constitution save real quick.
Oh no!
Again, why do I always have to make these saves?
Because Herald wants us to suffer.
So you
18.
So you keep your breakfast in your stomach as you are moving through, but as you are looking around, Youth, you see that there's multiple, almost seems to be like piles of things. Like it seems to be like almost looks like mud, debris or something, but you catch a whiff of something putrid among them. But it seems to be this large area that's about 30 by 30. It's an opening, but you see that it goes further in. But there's that smell.
Does the smell, like, does it remind her of anything?
I was about to ask, can I pinpoint
Both
the
of you
smell?
give me nature checks.
If it's rotting corpses, that'd be fun.
21.
Okay, dear lord, I guess you're just okay.
I have
Druid.
expertise. It's a plus 12.
Built different, I guess. Uh, 14? I don't have any.
From what you can tell,
Yeah.
Youth, the smell reminds you of something that's probably from. It reminds you of a chamber pot that's been forgotten to be cleaned or emptied. Lydia, you on the other hand, with your nature check, you catch that smell, but you also catch other things as well. But from what it reminds you a little bit of like how ant colonies, where they have like debris and all that stuff, they put it into one section of the colony away from the others. Daphne and Gale, you catch a whiff of this as well.
I actually, I was gonna say, Gale shouldn't be able to because one of the things that you said with the dragon orb.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are blessed that way this time around.
Wait, he can't smell stuff?
He can't smell stuff because of the dragon orb.
You can't smell?
He literally can't smell. He can't smell
Since
food.
when?
He can't smell crap.
Since I attuned with the orb.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of perk is that?
That's a terrible perk!
Stop and smell the roses. Oh wait, you can't.
Exactly.
Daphne
Anyways.
pauses and covers her nose.
Blech, 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 blech.
You okay?
Do you not smell that?
Gale pulls out his. Well, Gale just quickly shines the orb. Since I can't smell anything.
What do you mean you can't smell things?
I can't smell things.
Means he can't smell anything, Daphne.
As
This
you
is not
are
feeling like Eladrin's work.
as you are looking around this area, those with the passive perception of 15 would hear footsteps
Yay.
coming up from the end of the hallway.
Do I see anything?
The stairs go down further, so you don't see it just yet.
So something's coming
She's
up
gonna
towards us.
Mm-hmm. From what you can tell.
She's gonna signal them to stay behind a bit further.
Okay.
Because the ones who are polymorphs, they're freaking badgers, okay? Don't give me that look.
I'm not polymorphed, I'm wild shaped, so I get extra HP from it. Don't worry.
Okay, then you're fine, whatever. You can listen to me or not, whatever. She's gonna continue ahead, but could I make a stealth check?
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Where are you stealthing to?
Is there any like debris or like?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of debris around. It's all over the place.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just try to hide behind one of those things.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. What was my modifier again? 15. Okay. So 25.
Okay, you stealth behind. And you're watching this area closely. And you start seeing something move up the stairs from your hiding place. Seems to be carrying multiple bags of things. And even a bucket or two. That's just piled up high, so moving forward.
The same smell coming from those things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ew.
Since you're catching the whiff of that, and this is a bit more fresh, I need you to make me another Constitution save, Lydia.
God damn it. Oh, god damn it. Oh, 12.
You start going, ah, yeah, yeah.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you hear that.
Oh, does it look like the figure hears it?
He's just like,
The moment he flinches, DM. Hang on, where is it? I have it. I swear I have it.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm just trying to act like a normal badger.
I know.
A giant badger?
They exist in the world. That's how I had to see one to wild shape into one, so they exist.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're native to this area.
There it is. I'm gonna cast. Wait, does it look humanoid?
You can't see it because it's still behind
see
it.
Okay.
You see hands or something that seems to be holding it, but it's carrying it.
I'm gonna hold my action for casting Hold Person on it.
Okay. Lydia, I'm sorry,
yeah,
Daphne.
That's why I'm holding it.
Yeah, Daphne, Gale, what are you doing? As you hear suddenly Lydia.
Lydia, drop the form. God. She's not dropping the form, is she?
How long has it been since Mount Kieran, DM? How long have we spent?
This would have been your second use.
Oh, okay, then then it's definitely gone then.
Okay.
I'm dropping it.
As you're dropping it, you see since you are not hiding, your form suddenly goes big in front of this thing. And you just see it tilt a little to look. Ah! And then it lets go of everything and starts running back to where it came from.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that close.
It's a 30-foot room.
Hold person?
Hold person?
Time to cast Hold person?
DM, since I was holding my action, what does it look like? Does it look humanoid?
First time I must ask, are you going to use the Hold person after all?
If you don't, I am.
I don't spells that often. Sure, let's try it.
Okay. All right.
English, by the way. Disadvantage on its saving throw if it does work.
Okay.
Why do you have disadvantage on your Hold person?
No, it has disadvantage because of the fact I have magical ambush from Arcane Trickster Rogue. Arcane Trickster Rogue, if you cast a spell that has a saving throw on it, hidden from them, it gives them disadvantage.
As it runs by, you instantly cast it out, and suddenly you just see frozen in place.
Okay.
Bad.
She's gonna get up from her spot and draw her rapier out, and she's gonna walk menacingly towards.
As you walk menacingly towards this, I'm gonna need you to give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Go.
Hey, intimidation. Okay, there we go.
With advantage.
With advantage. Poggers.
Get it, girl.
Even if I don't intimidate it, whatever. It's fine. 19.
You just see the fear of God in it as you move around to look at it. You see it's somewhat familiar to you. You see that's much shorter than you, like about 4.5 feet tall. You see that it has a fish-like head. You see a webbed hands about the webbed fins about it as it has a scaly sort of scales along its body as it's just like in place, and it's like
She leans down. She leans down, hands on the knees, rapier still out, and she's like, "You have to recognize your god when she stands before you, right?" She lets go of it with a snap of her fingers.
And then as you do so, just like, it doesn't complete one, and then just instantly bows.
Youth, is that? Oh dear God.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's
Incredibly. The
again.
thing you set me up for, and she points an accusatory finger at them.
Lydia, it's your favorite.
Yay!
You guys set me up for this.
Wait, where's Slopadop? We have to fight Slopadop.
It's still bowed towards you, the youth.
It was Undercommon, right?
Yes, it speaks Undercommon, yes.
Okay, she knows it, thank goodness. She just says, rise.
And he obeys instantly.
Power play!
Do you know where
Slopadop.
one of you, known as Slopadop, is?
Yes, yes, the great one. The Slopadop is here.
Oh,
Okay.
he's here.
Isn't it?
Bring us to him.
Yes, I will bring.
Go get Delan.
Yes, we will bring. Yes, great one. We will bring you and your servants to the Slopadop.
One moment,
She turns
please.
around. She turns around to the others and gives a crap-eating grin as she takes off her mask, and she's like, "Come on, servants."
One moment, we must collect the rest of them. As she brings out a copper wire and wraps it on her finger, and then sends a message to Umeko. Umeko! It's Slopadop's group!
Come on down.
Come on
Here's
down
the-
if you want to see a show.
Am I still a badger at this point?
If it's been an hour.
Yeah, you are no longer a badger, as
I
you
was
have been
okay
looking
dropping
around.
it.
Yeah.
It's just
Alright.
dropping as a spell.
So wait, it's just me and Delan, Betty, and who else out here?
Astraf.
She like takes a
And
second to
Diar,
look at
but
them.
yeah.
Like, okay, well, I don't think Diar's met them either.
No, he is not.
So she's just gonna look at him and be like, "So there's fish people we've met before down there."
Oh, you mean Kuatoa? This is Astraf.
Yes,
There
and
hates
I guess
them.
we're gonna go meet up with them.
So suddenly, hearing that, Tail looks a little uneasy.
They think youth's a god, so we should be fine.
That's good to know. Okay. let's just say a few days back there was a incident involving some fish people, involving Harik and the ship. I was there. They might recognize me. They may not. Just to let you know.
I mean, most likely they'll be too enthralled with youth being there, so it's fine. So we should
No.
go.
Fair enough. So he follows behind.
All right. Takes you a little bit, but not that long as you make your way down and reunite with the others, though you find yourself in a rather putrid-smelling room.
Oh God.
Yeah, I should have warned you about that, but yeah. So
It
this
wasn't good
little
in Badger.
one, and she points at the new Ukatoa, whatever,
The Kuatoa,
recognizes the Great One. She says, gesturing to youth, And apparently, the head priest, Slapadop, Lydia's best friend, is here.
Oh, smells like a bitch.
Gale use prestidigitation on the room, or does that only work for him?
It only works for a smell in a particular in a small area.
5 foot square.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It smells like a junkyard.
But it's Slapadop.
Mhm.
We're gonna meet Slapadop again. I wonder if they grab the tuning fork. That would be fun. Oh no.
Didn't the-
Kuatoa with
didn't
a
the
tuning
blood-
fork to the Feywilds.
Didn't the Kuatoa just drop something? Drop objects?
Poop.
Oh, poop probably.
This
Here's
is their
hoping
poop
they-
room.
He's hoping they have the tuning fork. Because honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it.
We should go. We should.
We should go.
The
The Great One wishes
catching
to
up.
meet Slapadop.
It nods and says, yes, follow, no, plop, plop, and follow, and goes off.
Plop plop.
Lydia, you can't adopt every one of them.
I wasn't planning on it. I just enjoy them. But Anira hates them, so I enjoy them more.
Why does Anira hate them?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's gonna look
Actually,
at
why
Asarat.
why does Anira hate these Kuatoa?
Well, the Kuatoa that she had to deal with were, let's just say they became a little bit self-aware with their powers.
Were they trying to make themselves gods?
Were they trying to make her a god?
They were trying to make her the opposite of the strength and capabilities that she had.
Oh, I would hate them too if they did that.
Oh.
They nearly turned her into a child.
Oh.
In
All right.
fairness, she was probably an adorable child. And yes, I am aware she will stab me if she hears that. And it just follows plop plop.
Notice.
All right. So you follow Plop Plop to through this down the stairs. Lydia's broken.
This is the best day ever.
And as you follow, it becomes a little bit more illuminated as you see that there are some candles and the like. And as you are moving down further, you start feeling that the ground is a little bit wet as he's going through to a point where it's that level of subterranean where the ground itself is just wet constantly. And as you enter this room, you hear your guide yell, "Blop blop, make an announcement!" as he's yelling to everyone that's in this colony. And he says, "The Great One has appeared before us once more."
This is all in Undercommon, right?
All in Undercommon. And you just hear the cheers and you hear you just hear as if someone like banging like sticks together. Others, you hear them like banging metal against metal, just making as much noise as possible as their excitement for youth appearing.
That's adorable.
That is freaking adorable.
They really love you, youth.
She looks at them and she's like, specifically Lydia, and she's like, can't say much to say the feelings mutual.
Don't hurt their feelings. They might be the only reason we're not being attacked right now.
You're the
Yeah,
reason. They're the
but
reason why you have certain abilities.
I know. You think I wanted them though? No, because I didn't know they were god makers until last minute. No one told me that.
Are you saying you don't want to be a god anymore?
I don't have a god complex unlike some of you.
You don't? You hear from Talus.
She turns to Dallas and she's like, you know what? Nobility
Oh, be
does
careful
not
with
mean
Jerry.
god complex.
I wouldn't know.
I would.
Do you
tried
want
to
to
make-
become their god? By all means.
No. Remember what happened with Tauros?
With what?
Tauros.
I don't know.
Oh, the Crystal
The
Minotaur.
diamond bowl.
Oh,
Crystal
yeah.
Anyways, we should.
And then you see that they start gesturing as you see some of them gather around. You see some of them are not only bowing to youth and everything, but you see that some of them are laying out whatever tattered sort of robes or whatever clothing or straps of leather they have, just like on the soggy ground. Just, it's obvious that it's not going to work, but just as youth just walks, as youth walks, and you see that one of them gestures for you to make your way to what appears to be that of a makeshift throne. Seem to be made out of various pieces of bone.
Oh, I'm not sitting
Fish
on that
bones
thing. I'm not sitting on that
and
thing.
also what appears to be straps of leather and all that. It's very much a crude throne with a fish head on one part, while the other has like the head of a lobster.
Daphne just glares at the lobster head. Nacho, is this really the time?
Just tell your servants that you broke your butts and you can't sit down.
She just looks at Gale and she's like, does the fake laugh gesture and then flips him off and then turns back around. And she's like, I'm afraid we're short on time, so I can't really stick around here for too long.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Because you're their god.
Delan, what are your thoughts as you're seeing all this happen?
Delan is kind of looking around, a little slightly self-conscious because he's still remembering some past run-in with maybe not these fish people, but other fish people, and so he's kind of got his the hood up from his
30.
30 on the
he's got the hood up from his what is it called, cloak of Cloak of Manta Ray.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of got his hood up and just kind of looking around.
And as you are having the Cloak of the Manta Ray up, you hear one of the Kuoto shout, "The Great One now has a noble steed!"
Galen lowers his head on a moment, and then finally like pops his head up. I'm sorry, what?
It can change. It can change into many things. And just like they're gasping in awe as you appear to be some sort of, to them, a shape-shifting steed.
Daphne is like very softly communicating everything that's happening to people who do not speak common. People trying really hard not to laugh.
He's just living life between us. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, Delan, who does happen to speak Undercommon, is hearing all of this in real time, and and turns to one of the Kuotoa, or turns to the one that said that, and just says to him in Undercommon, "No offense to your dear and fluffy lord, but let's just say that she won't be riding me anytime soon."
And as you say this, you just hear one of them shout, "The steed talks rude to the Great One! He must be silenced! He must be silenced! Silence!" As they are chanting this, you find yourself with the inability to talk now, Delan.
He says this because the Great One doesn't need a steed in order to travel far.
And then they start muttering to each other. You just see it's weird seeing how they talk and their fish heads just like opening and closing. And as this happens, you find yourself with the ability to speak again, Delan.
Daphne leans over to him. Anything they believe will happen.
Lovely.
Don't talk bad about you until we're gone.
Don't offend the Great One. We're her servants.
Until we leave this tree.
And you just hear Astraf says, and you are her steed.
Embrace it. We all get roles in life. Just embrace it.
Wait,
Don't worry, we won't be horsing around for too long.
how far did we make it from the mountain for looking for the was it the tuning fork?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are we in relation from Mount Kieran to Fall Ren? Like, are
Okay,
we-
so let me go
almost
ahead
to
and pull
Fall
this
Ren?
up on my end.
Quick question: how tall is Youth?
She is. Hang on,
Hold
I have this
on.
info. She's actually kind of short. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever told you guys her height. Hang on.
You're taller than
I
Lydia.
always assumed she was a bit shorter. Like taller than
She's,
Lydia, but shorter
she's
than
fi-
Daphne.
She's 5'6".
Okay.
So it's one hexagon to the right from Mount Kieran is where you are.
Oh, that's it?
Keep in mind, there are 25 miles.
She has an inch on Dalan. So
What?
yeah. So she's gonna actually, our Dalen's actually gonna like walk up behind her and like very quickly like duck down and then like basically like move forward and lift her up on his shoulders and basically carry her on her shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
This is what happens when you make a request for people to return in campaigns.
Yeah.
So, as you are, as this happens, you hear the voices begin to calm down as you're in the center of this colony, and you see someone approaching you, which the rest of the party would recognize as Slopadop. And
Slap it out.
for those of you who haven't met him before, you see that he's wearing something a little bit more basic clothing, but think of like almost like a Roman sort of style and the outfit style, but it's very simplistic, not like extravagant in color or anything. But he appears as he's just telling him, gesturing for people to calm down, and then looks to Youth, and you hear as he bows and says, "It is an honor for Slopadop to see the Great One again."
Oh my gosh. She looks at Dalan and just just slaps his head because of the fact she's on his shoulders right now. She's like, put me down. Put me down.
Dalan just kind of looks up. Well, I wouldn't want you to have to walk amongst the ground with us fair mortals.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you when we get back up. And she just, she looks over at Slopadop. Have you seen, this is a weird question, have you seen a tuning fork?
Slopadop isn't quite sure what a tuning fork is. What is this thing that the Great One seeks?
She looks over at Betty and she's like, what's a tuning fork?
A musical instrument.
Mandy goes ahead and explains it, still a little bit bewildered by where they are at this point, and
Does
just
she know Undercommon?
she let me double check actually.
Is she
If she
Daphne
doesn't,
has been
if she
explaining
doesn't,
very
you will
softly.
translate.
Daphne has already been translating for like everyone
Oh,
else,
okay.
so that way the Great One can focus on better things.
So
my
she
God.
does not, and so
Oh,
she's just
okay,
explaining
so
it in
Daphne-
common.
And then
Okay.
Daphne's explaining it in Undercommon to the others.
Hmm.
I mean, worst comes to
Slopadop
worst.
guidance?
I mean, worst comes to worst, we can literally ask them all to like look at her.
Slopadop. Oh, and he looks over to the to one of the Kuatoa, and you just hear him say, "Kerplurp," and he just gestures to one of the Kuatoa to come forward, and then you hear some chatter among them, and it's more of just him saying, "Go get it," and then he just odds and comes back and presents and what appears to be something covered in a rag and holds it up, bowing before the Great One.
Wait. Can you repeat that? Sorry, my mind went blank again. I'm so sorry.
What part?
They're holding up something for you.
They're holding up
It's
something
covered in
covered
rag.
in a rag, yeah.
She'll pick it up and check it.
You take a look, and you do see what appears to be that of a tuning. It does look like a tuning fork, but it's in 2 pieces.
Oh crap.
Medi, is that your
She
tuning
turns
fork?
around to Medi, like, even though she's still on Dalen's shoulders, she just
Dalen-
kind of turns.
Dalen turns around for her.
Medi, is this yours? And she passes it to her.
You see for a moment her face pales as she looks at it. It is.
We can fix it. We can fix the tuning fork, right? And
I mean,
re-enchant it, right?
I can mend it and then
We'll
we
go
can
ahead
see about it again.
and take our break for the moment.
I would like everyone
Oh,
to
thank goodness I need a pee!
Before we go, I'm gonna
All right.
my cat.
All right, we'll be right back, everyone. We'll in a little bit. Don't go away. We'll have more Ichor in honor after this.
All right.
Oh my god.
Poor Medi.
forecast and stuff of what you could do.
Didn't hit me.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome
Right,
back.
Yes.
Okay, hold on a sec.
I'm back from break. Hold on a second.
We're back, but we're not.
Right? Like the YouTube is back up and then we're all just sitting here. Hey.
I has a cat.
Oh, it's the baby.
Kitty.
It's the new baby.
Hello, kitty.
We're just a cat stream at this point.
Wait, what's your cat's name?
Alright, sorry about that. I wanted to make sure my mom didn't. The private conversation didn't get picked up. Okay. Alright, welcome back. Let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. So, as you are all here in this, you realize the look on her face as she sees this broken tuning fork.
My dear, I can at the very least fix it so it's no longer in two pieces.
And then we can figure out a way to reattune it.
It doesn't work that way. I mean, yes, we could fix it, but the magic from it's gone.
Is there no way to imbue it with the magic again?
Not that I know of.
Well, I can think of two ways off the top of my head that might. One of them involves the Great One asking for a favor from the followers. The other involves, She looks at Gale. Isn't your patron an archfey?
Yes.
She looks at Medi. Would you feel comfortable with the boogeyman your tuning fork?
You know, we are possibly leaving you with a wizard. He could probably try to help. Re-enchantment.
No disrespect to you, Mr. Gale, but I don't exactly trust Paradox.
Oh?
From what Medi has explained to me, he's considered, I believe the term she used is a boogeyman?
Interesting.
I wonder if that's why he has the upside down face as he pulls out the Book of Shadows.
Anyway, do you think the Kuatoa could fix it? You know, like if they believe hard enough? Because anything they believe in hard enough comes true?
This is not a fairy tale.
Excuse me, we are in the presence of the Great One, and they make her Steve stop talking.
Do you think you can possibly ask them if they would, clap their hands if they believe in fairies?
What?
We're trying to fix Medi's tuning fork, and if the Kuatoa believe hard enough, it usually happens. So if they believe in the tuning fork being fixed and having its magic back, wouldn't that work?
That's how it works.
I don't know how Kuatoa work.
I thought it was just for making gods.
Well, they just made Dalan stop talking, and they tried making Anira a child. That's not just gods.
Okay.
And if they can make gods, perhaps they can fix the tuning fork.
At the request of their god.
At the very least, she takes out her needle. Sorry.
She looks at the Kuatoa.
Mm-hmm.
Dalan turns.
Rotate.
Put me down right now. I will. She looks back. You know what? Dalan, put me down. Seriously, gosh.
Drop her.
I will use the sensor on you, and she holds it up.
The Great One has requested that her steed puts her down.
Drop her. Drop her.
Delan slowly lowers to the ground.
She looks over at all the Kuatoa and says, "Can you fix this tuning fork for us?"
Sabadab just ponders. And then he takes a hold of it and the tuning fork, both pieces, and it's just like, just like as if he's like putting it together, seeing how it fits together.
No.
Did they find it in one piece, or did they find it in two pieces? Because if they found it in one piece, they could try to return it to how they originally found it.
That's an excellent question. Slobadop, the Great One wishes to know, was the item found in one piece or in two?
It's found like this.
Her tuning fork's metal? How did it break? Oh my god.
Same way you almost died, being hit with a sensor.
I mean, technically speaking, though, this is kind of good since they're illegal here.
Yes, but then how do we get Medi home if she wants to go home?
We can figure that out when it's time.
True. But it's worth a shot.
For now, if someone finds that on us, at least it's broken and we can't use it.
And we have a bard on us, at least. It's a tuning fork to tune an instrument, technically.
2 bards.
Dalan does more than just bard. Anyways, back to this that's happening.
Are you saying just Bard?
Back to this that's happening with the Kuatoa.
Originally it was... She's looking at... Slobadop, originally it was a magical item. But it seems it has lost its magic for the time being. Is he just listening to it now?
No, he's just looking at you as he's just holding it, just like trying to see how it connects together.
I mean, I can technically fix it with the needle of mending. Daphne is hesitating about like doing anything overtly magical in front of these guys because she does not want to become in the same situation in this weird god versus god battle.
Well, I mean, if the Great One asks you to do it.
Great One, do you wish for me to attempt to at least fix the tuning fork to its original state, or do you wish for it to remain in pieces? The Great One is silent.
Oh, Great One!
Great One.
Great One!
Great One.
Sorry, I had a phone call. Shut up. Okay, sorry. I was telling my... what was it? I had to answer this real quick. What was it?
Great One, do you wish for me to return the tuning fork to its original state, or do you wish for it to remain in 2 pieces for the time being?
Original state.
Alright. Sloppadop, if you could hand it over, please, so I may fix it for the Great One.
And he hands it over.
Thank you. And she takes out her needle of mending and taps it.
And you just watch in awe as they stare in awe as it seems to be fully formed once more.
Now we just need the magic back.
It's just the tuning fork now.
But now it needs its magic.
We can't give it its magic. That is a future Dumb Luck Club problem.
Alright, anything else we need to do here about the Kuatoa then?
Great One, do you wish to relay any messages for your wonderful followers? She says as she gestures towards the group of Kuatoa.
As this happens, you just hear Sloppadop say, Sloppadop apologizes for not being much more used to the Great One. As he just bows his head.
It's fine.
Sloppadop has been a great help to the Great One, for we have been searching for this item for many hours, and you have saved us days of searching.
What she said.
So the Great One is very grateful to her followers.
Is there any way for Slapadot or Colony to be of further service?
Can teleport us?
I don't know if they can teleport.
No, we can just windwalk, baby.
If I could suggest something.
Or would you like to suggest something?
What if we asked them to help with the city?
Oh.
Wait, with what? With
Fallen being fallen.
Oh, help rebuild it? Or
At least help clear the rubble.
Check for survivors.
She looks over at the Kuatoa.
Are they welcome? Are they like a welcome race?
Everyone's pretty much dead. Everyone's pretty much dead.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Harold, would I know if they'd be welcomed there?
What's the welcoming policy on Kuatoa?
You wouldn't know exactly for Ivhan, but you know, at least in Draconian Empire, they were looked upon with a very wary eye.
We can send them with our word and letter and possibly a copy of the Emperor's symbol.
As soon as she says that, she pulls out her book and starts writing down a note.
Plus, we can make a copy of the Emperor's sigil from the bottle that I still have.
Yep.
Right, I still have a bottle.
Yeah, no, I specifically took off the Emperor's label on it so we can flash that around as his symbol.
She's gonna, yeah, she's gonna write that down and then copy the symbol.
Okay.
Do I have to make any rolls for that?
Just a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, got it.
Well, youth.
Yeah.
Inspiration for youth.
Okay, that's a D10, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use the inspiration.
Oh, is that not one of your reliable talents?
No, it's not. 15.
You make a pretty good symbol of it. Copied it fairly well.
Okay. She'll like fold it up and hand it over to Slapadop and explain the situation with Falren. And
how would you explain it to these dedicated followers of the Great One?
Oh gosh, you're so stupid!
No, it all depends for this. They're Kuatoa. Are you just gonna give them the facts or playing to their delusions? What are you going to do?
Can't we have them just like Medi's going over there, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, we're taking her there.
We're taking
Yeah, so why can't we?
Oh my gosh.
Like, tell them to just report to Medi.
Slapadop just looks and says, Slapadop has a question. Slapadop wonders why the city is so significant to the Great One.
Was there any importance of that Falren? Because I'm getting.
It was the magic capital of the country.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the arcane capital.
I'm thinking of
Delan
the show
leans
now.
over.
Gosh.
Delan leans over to youth and uses message and whispers to her. You could tell them that you could tell them it was a city blessed by your divine magic, and that you want to see it repaired.
Play into their delusion. Oh my god.
You see Slapadop. And she gets on his level.
Yes.
This city is very important to me because I have granted it with my powers. So, it would be of great service to me if you could help with rebuilding it to its former glory.
She holds eye contact the entire time.
Give me deception check at advantage.
Aggressive.
You better believe in me. You better believe in me, you freaking fish.
That was very aggressive.
Watch you get more godlike powers. Watch you get more godlike powers from this.
Okay.
Okay,
So 25.
Plus the 25. Yeah.
So he pauses for a moment and says, Tabletop, ask one more question. Who or what happened to the city? How did it destroy?
Wait, youth. She just pulls her. One moment, I need to speak with the Great One on this matter. You get them to believe hard enough that maybe the first Emperor isn't as powerful?
Make the first Emperor not a god?
Oh my god, I don't
Destroy
think it's
the
enough
first
of them to
Emperor.
do that.
She turns around and she's like, I don't know if it'll work, but at least it'll convince them further. Like, she says this in common because they don't understand it, so it's fine. She turns around and says in undercommon to them, you see, a big bad birdman that is a self-proclaimed god had struck his wrath upon this territory.
Delan leans over and whispers to Youth, in jealousy.
Out of jealousy of our following's power.
You just hear
He
for a
is
moment,
much weaker than us.
and then you just hear. They just start flipping out, and then Tabletop just says, and you just hear Tabletop say, "Stop." As you just like look into the rest of them who are flipping out, as he just like raises his hand. Tabletop says, "Rebuild this city." Tabletop says, "We fix it." Tabletop says, "We fight!" And then you just hear them green as they're grabbing, and you just see some of them just grabbing whatever they have, like whether it's like sticks or like fit schnads. You see them holding torches, just like flailing about as if it's a complete riot.
Youth looks over at Tabletop and she's like, did I mention he's really, really weak?
He likes to proclaim
Tabletop says, "Kill this head attack!"
he claims he is stronger than the Great One, but he is not.
And you just see them all.
In
They're
fact,
just like.
he was overpowered by the Great
You just
One.
see them flipping out. They're still flipping out and everything, and they're just.
Maybe we should tell them who he is, like so we don't attack the wrong person.
As this happens, you just hear Stop say, "Move tonight, fix it now," and then they're just rushing off as if it's like. Suddenly, as almost like ironically enough, it's almost like as if they were being raided, but instead they're the ones going out, packing up everything, going off. It's like a cascade of everything.
He turns around to Lydia and says, we don't need to specify it because whoever the poor weakling is that gets targeted by this round will just be comedic.
Then we should probably get to Zare very fast to let him know that they're coming.
Then let's
Maybe
go.
we should also tell Isaiah.
Yeah.
That are they.
Message them! Easy!
I don't know which one it is.
Message Blinky?
Does she know? Wait, no. Does she know a name for any of the Baizé?
No.
They don't have names.
No, they're the Secret Service. You don't get to know their names.
Okay, you know what? We'll figure it out.
He's in follow Ren
I
anyway,
need to
so
use
let's just
the
get
restroom.
Ren.
I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Wait, quick question for the DM.
Yes.
How are Talus and our NPC friends handling
They're just staring. They're just staring at all this like, what the heck did we just get roped into?
So, for those of you who do not understand what just happened,
I think it's
they're
best that
gonna
I
go
do
ahead
not understand what just happened. As Astraf's holding his hand up.
You know Undercommon, you heard everything.
Yes,
You
yes,
know
I know,
what's
but
happening.
Doesn't mean he understood it.
I'd like to live by saying ignorance is a bliss in this situation, okay?
okay, Betty, they're gonna go fix the city. That's why they kind of seem like they're gonna go pillage something. They're gonna go fix the city. And then they're gonna go fight. We don't know what.
We might have sent them to their death. We don't know. But they're gonna go fight something. For youth's honor.
Okay.
Oh, shouldn't we tell them who they're gonna go fight?
Okay, so they asked who leveled the city, and we kind of insinuated that was the first emperor. So these Kotoa might just go after the first emperor. So, yeah.
Should we tell them where he is? Okay, dude. Slap it up. Is he still there, or is he gone?
No, he's already gone.
gone.
He's already booking it with the rest of the crowd.
Slap it up.
Maybe we should get to Falren, to Zer and Bala, and to the Baize, and let them know. Have some, like, reverse mermaids coming up.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully it's Blinky, because Blinky likes us.
They all
And
look
not
the
Kid
same.
Mickey.
They all look
They're-
the same.
Just because they all look the same doesn't mean they're all the same,
It's
Lydia.
That's not what I was saying, Daphne Nightshade. I'm just saying they all look the same. How do you know it's Blinky or not?
Itham just chimes in.
Meanwhile, Dalan is just giving Lydia a very disappointed look.
Itham's just like, look, can we just get moving? I don't like this place, and I think that we're probably causing a bigger mess by just staying here.
All right, how many
Totally.
people are there? There's how many? 7 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Plus how many NPCs?
Talus,
3.
Itha, Astraf.
Itham, Ashraf, Medi.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gotta stay behind. Someone's gotta stay behind.
I'll just keep Dimension Dooring there, and when I get close enough, I'll just polymorph myself.
Hold on a sec.
No, I can't windwalk everyone because it's a wait, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Holding.
You and up to 10 willing creatures, so technically 11. I can get everyone. That's
Yep.
probably why Tara stayed behind. Thank you, my son. Windwalk everyone
All right.
to get to Falren.
But we're,
Wow.
So as you're about to do this, Youth, you still there? Okay. So as
Here's
you
what
are
April-
as you're about to start the wind walk, let me just check something. Let's see.
The
You're trying to see
outside?
what the.
we're un-
How many
think
people
that's
are there,
outside.
including Lydia?
11. And it says you and up to 10 willing creatures you can see within a range.
Do you just see Medi raise her hand? Just say, I could kind of teleport there.
Where do you get your... Nope, I'm pretty sure Daphne already answered that question.
We tried. It's a confuse. I mean, we can figure that out later through experimentation.
I did a lot about the Feywild when I was a kid.
You're named after someone from the Feywilds.
Just because I picked my name after someone... No, wait, no, I don't know that. How do you know that? Player agency.
So.
I realize Lydia doesn't know about Lydia's being an archfey yet.
Never mind.
So how about I meet you all at Falren then?
Okay.
and
We're
as-
gonna look for a very grumpy drow.
Okay.
Very grumpy drow with short white hair and a slightly taller drow woman.
Okay. And as this happens, she brings her hands together, 2 index fingers close to her lips. You hear her mutter for a moment. She closes her eyes, and then suddenly disappears in a flash of light.
Does it look like Zer's magic?
Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm gonna guide.
It is definitely not Zer's magic, from what you can see.
Okay.
It looks like something that she just did herself without any prep, needing to prep or anything.
I am jealous, and I want to learn more about that. But let's get to Falren before before our army does.
Yep. Okay.
Platform.
Take a
Alright.
minute to cast Windwalk via Mama's necklace,
All right.
and let's go.
And as you all do the wind walk, you'll find yourselves making your way out of this place and into Falren.
Do I see Zer?
It'd be fairly easy for you to find him.
Cool.
So, and as you descend once more, youth as well, and you all form up, you see Medi actually walking along the main road, just looking around as she seems to be going in the same direction towards there.
Just give her like a little wave.
Yeah.
So what happened while I was gone? Sorry.
Kuato left and are running towards Falren, but we wind walk to get here faster.
Got it.
And as this happens, as you arrive, Zare's just like, oh, great, you made it.
Zare?
We did a thing.
My best friend.
I don't like that tone. Every time you say my best friend, I know you did something wrong.
We did not wrong.
I'm not talking about you, Daphne. I'm talking about Lydia.
Okay, admittedly,
Okay,
they didn't do
I'm
anything
good.
wrong. It's more of I did something wrong, but
The Great One has now summoned the Kuatoa to help rebuild the city. So you're now gonna have a colony of Kuatoa arriving.
2 colonies. 2 colonies.
He just looks over at Astraf, and Astraf said, I had nothing to do with it this time.
it was just me. Don't worry, it's my
I only listen
fault.
to her, really.
You can punch me if you want, but I highly doubt your noodle arms can do anything to me, buddy.
Oh no!
You, Zara's scary. Don't poke the Zare bear.
Dalan is putting.
Let's see.
Dalan's going back on the cloud horn and is putting about 20 feet between him and youth.
The trench knife to come out.
Let's see.
Right, yeah, let's
Hold
make that
on.
about 30 feet.
Gale's going underwater
youth?
because he can swim.
Yes.
Do me a favor and roll me a wisdom save real quick.
Oh no.
That one.
Wait, my
Come on,
DM
buddy.
evil laughter came out. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
Come on, buddy. I don't know if I want you to pass or fail, but come on, buddy.
That one.
I kind of want to fail. Just okay.
Can you force fail?
I mean, if you want to fail, you can.
No, I'm gonna at least try. Okay, yeah, I failed.
Fail.
Within a brief moment, you see Youth's form disappear. But you find something on the ground.
Is she-
Is it a
where
frog?
is she?
A turtle.
Where is she?
Dalan picks up the turtle.
Lydia, wait, can Lydia still understand whenever people are polymorph?
Yeet. Lydia can understand. Can understand, and you would still be able to. In this.
Okay, she's just saying. See, you couldn't even throw a punch at me. You had to use magic to fight
All you hear is
more.
all you hear is just going from the turtle.
There.
Dalan picks up the turtle and is just like, fighting. Those are very, very strong words for someone so small.
And she
We'll wear off in
starts
like an hour. We'll wear off in an hour. There we have other things.
What?
So this is Black Wolf's daughter. Her name is Medi. She is technically originally from the Feywild, and she is stuck here because her tuning fork got broken, and she's also here to learn magic, and I would trust you to teach my own children magic if they ever ask, so now I'm asking you if you would want to have a student? She wants to help, but also learn magic. I would trust you with my own children. And she's like my best friend's child.
I will get you the best hot cocoa from the Confederacy.
Maybe even figure out how to add magic to a broken tuning fork to the Feywild so she can go home eventually if she so wishes to her mother. Don't give me that look. I'm asking very politely. And I know you love me.
He just looks over at Asteraf, and Asteraf just says, "Just do it."
Dalan's
Good.
just holding his pet turtle.
I only do it because he's ordering me to.
No, you're doing it because you love me. And also,
I'm only doing it because he's ordering me to. As he's just.
And he loves me. He loves me and doesn't want to deal with me pouting in the black market later. So.
All right.
Then he meets there.
And she just gives her awkward greeting, just like, especially after all this, just witnessing this.
We do not know how her magic works, and she doesn't understand when I ask what kind of magic user she is.
Oh, wait, you might want to unpolymorph youth, too. Youth might have something that might be useful.
Well, considering that her father is Black Wolf, I am not entirely surprised.
Yes, yes, yes.
And he just looks over at Youth, who's a turtle.
Kayla's holding the turtle.
He just looks over. I'm gonna be nice for once. You put that turtle down, or you're gonna have your hand get broken.
I mean, you are the noble steed.
He puts Youth down.
And the spell ends, and you're no longer a turtle, Youth.
She's in shock that she's no longer a turtle.
I'm just like, you got something to give Zare, maybe? But she's probably AFK.
Probably FK, maybe.
Yeah, but...
Zare, have you seen the Zay by chance? Because I feel we should inform them about the colony, Kuatoa, so we don't attack them.
We did give them a letter with the Emperor's seal on it.
I've never dealt with them.
We're just hoping it's one we know.
I'm
I don't know.
guessing Pale Hands and the Baizay don't exactly know that the other
Well, no,
exists.
I'm asking if they've seen them, not talked to them. I know they're not, like, interacting.
Aren't you, like, avoiding them?
Yes, we are. So I have not dealt with them at all.
Well, did you last see them anywhere? Are they still here?
As far as I'm aware, they're near the palace, or what used to be the palace.
Awesome. So we going to tell the Baizay that the Kuatoa are coming?
I mean, it's either that or they attack the Kuatoa.
Well, they
Because
have
it looks like they're coming to raid. I know, but think about it. They're really, really excited to be helping the Great One. And
True.
they look like they're coming to pillage with their pitchforks, since apparently they also want to attack the Emperor.
Okay, true. Okay.
You get... Everyone just sees him rubbing his forehead as if he's dealing with a migraine at this point. Nothing is simple with you, Lydia.
I this wasn't me, though. Like, I'm just a servant to the Great One.
We were kind of hoping they would make the first Emperor weaker by believing hard enough in.
It doesn't work that way, okay? Even I don't know.
How does it not work that way? They tried to make it Mira a child.
Here's the thing
talking.
with Kuatoa. It's what they believe. You can't. It's pretty much the same as saying, in your hand right now, you genuinely believe that you are holding an oyster. It's not going to make it appear.
They make you the god. Or at least
Because they truly believe that she is a god.
But if they truly believe the first emperor was weaker...
I told you it wasn't gonna work, Lydia.
Shut up, you! Do you want to give Zare that weird staff thing? Or are you being a hoarder again?
What did you say?
Do you want to give Zare the weird staff thing that you picked up off the conjurer?
Oh yeah, she's gonna take the staff from the conjurer and actually hand it over to Zare and just be like, "Here, take this. Like, it's fine. I don't know if it's cursed or something. You can have it."
We don't think anyone in our party can use it. It might be useful.
I see.
Don't die.
Don't plan on it.
Good, I need you.
A weird way of showing it, though.
I mean, who else is gonna do the taxes?
You?
You could do the taxes, Lydia.
I could. I honestly could.
Anyways, I believe it'll probably be best that we disperse before they arrive.
Take good care of Medi.
Yes.
Don't be mean to her.
He just gives you a blank look before
She's a teacher.
before you see her and you see Zaire, Medi, and Bala make their way to the teleportation circle that Zaire had made before. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.
You too. All right. Terran's safe, by the way.
Yep.
He was just in an anti-magic zone.
By Zay now? By Zay.
Just a quick tour coming. Just a heads up.
They're here to help. They might put up weird statues. They're just trying to help.
Just imagine there's a statue of youth when we come back.
Oh gosh.
With a lobster head.
No!
Anyways.
Astra just chimes in. Wouldn't it be easier to just send a message to the Emperor?
Ooh.
Out of sending, unfortunately.
I can. Okay, how am I gonna word this?
Went to Fall Ren to check out.
No, I mean the fact that Kuatoa are coming to help.
I mean, you could just say we went to Fall.
created a group of Koatoa to help us fix the city.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Y'all use too many big words and it blocks your mind of what simply needs to be said.
That's why we have you, Umeko, for this word.
Are you insinuating Umiko's dumb?
No.
I
No, I'm
get the point
insinuating
across,
she's
so...
Sometimes we need someone that's blunt to hit us atop the head. To make us interesting.
Okay, she wraps the copper wire around her finger. Recruited a colony of Kuatoa to help rebuild Balren. A bit eccentric, very excited, just want to help. They have a letter with them from us. And she sends it to the Emperor.
Get a response immediately. Thank you for making me aware. I'll be certain that no harm comes to them. And that's all he says.
No harm shall come to them.
Right.
Alright.
Okay, so we need to go to Kreva. I have never seen a tree in Kreva. So we can either get to a tree right around the border at Emperor's Mantle and windwalk our way up, or we can get to a tree in Naku and windwalk our way across the river to Kreva.
Which way would be better?
Well, Naku might have to deal with magical winds.
Let's just do with the Emperor's Mantle, and then just go from there, windwalk to...
Because the last bit of windwalk will get us to Kreva.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yep.
I will warn you all, the spell is very quick. So, be prepared to run as fast as you can into a tree.
Dalen's already prepped and ready to go.
Do I see a large or larger tree in the vicinity, DM?
It's obvious that there is one, considering that you're in a forest.
I need a tree. Alrighty.
She touches the tree.
Lydia's very excited to cast the spell right now. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll walk on over to a tree and cast transport via plants. So Lydia's just gonna knock twice on a tree and draw a line straight down before pulling it open with a go.
All right. And you
Everyone
all...
only has 6 seconds to get through. And
All
I will
right.
go last.
Zoom.
Everyone barrels in, I assume?
Yeah,
Yep.
no, zoom.
Okay.
Zoom.
Dude!
As you
We
go
come out the
through,
other side.
and as you go through the tree, you find yourself stumbling a bit forward, but you look around and you see that you are no longer in Falren. Instead, find yourself in a place that's somewhat familiar, but had been such a long time that you see that to the south of you, the Emperor's Mantle. But you also see the natural border between of Kre'Iro and Kintal.
That was weird.
That was the only time I can do it today, and in theory, that can take us anywhere in this plane of existence. So, tomorrow if you want to go to the Confederacy or, the Dratonian Empire, we can do that too.
As
DM, can you do a
tempting
quick
as that's...
scope? Just scope around to see if anyone saw us pop out of a tree.
Give me a perception check.
As tempting as that sounds to go home, even for a little while, Lydia, we have more pressing matters to deal with in this country.
I understand. I'm just saying the options there in the future as well.
That's great. Yeah, and she's just like thinking about the letter from her parents in her bag. Yeah, that's a good thought.
So you look around, Umeko. You don't see anything that catches your attention, or you see anyone that seems to be looking in your direction. In fact, you don't even see anyone at the moment.
We in the woods. I would suggest we turn into clouds within the next minute, in case someone does see us.
Yes.
Good plan.
We're doing it.
Delan cloud form and whoosh.
I've been wanting to cast that spell forever, and now Lydia's very happy and proud of herself.
Mm-hmm.
To Kreva.
To Kreva.
Dead north ahead.
All right.
I assume we're getting to morning hours at this point.
As you are soaring through the skies, you see along to the east the coast that makes up part of this coastal land of the home of the Kre Clan. You see ships dotting the sea. As you get the idea that this is probably the early morning fishing boats. As you are moving towards as you're moving over the landscape, you see various villages. Most of them you notice are along the coast, towards the waters. But as you are moving further in, near the tail end, you see this decently sized city. It's not as big as the capital. Definitely not the size of Tallinn, but it's respectable size too. But you see that it's also has a very secure port, as you see ships coming in and out with walls around it, constantly lit by these great large brazen, I guess whatever they called, brazen, those, when you see those, when you see in Greek fantasy where they have the fire coming out of these almost like brass poles. Brazier, yeah. Thank you. I want to make sure I was saying it right. Sconces, whatever. But you see these great fires from it, seeming to be constantly alight. Almost like it's, in and of itself, is the city is acting like a giant lighthouse. And as you get closer to it, you start to descend and form into your natural selves. And not that far from you is the capital of the Kre. Kreva.
Cool.
Do we get to see a picture of Kre'Iro?
Yes, I'll send that in just a moment. I have to upload that.
Do we immediately want to start looking for our person? Do we want to sleep? Find a room?
I mean, we've only been up for what? 5 hours?
We were. Hold on. We woke up and it was like 15 hours left on the house. And we got out at like midnight. And now it's early morning hours. So we're pushing 24 hours at this point.
I mean, Asaroth's been up longer than that. For longer periods of time.
No, he slept in bed with me last night. He's
No,
not been
I mean
awake longer than that.
previously. I mean previously.
Okay, yeah, he had a long night, but then he slept.
No, I mean like, no, I mean
Dylan! Why are you so interested in
you. He fell asleep in hot springs.
Lydia's at this point just like hiding behind her hands, like, I can't. Not with both Ashraf and Itham here, like, no. Lydia is a tomato.
Daphne's just like hugging Lydia, like, there, it's fine.
Don't touch me right now.
No, I'm giving you hugs right now.
Don't
Me all
touch
the time.
me right now. I'm in suffering. Don't touch me. I'm in Spain without the S. I'm in Spain without the A. Spin?
That's my thing!
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. Give me a moment. But
It's fine, I'm just suffering.
it's okay.
Suffering and embarrassment from Delan.
Can't seem to find it. Hold on.
Yeah, because Daphne hasn't slept again, so I don't think we can have the mansion again.
Yeah, unfortunately no. But the Kre is right there. We can probably find a decent inn.
Do we want to walk? Like, are we just standing here?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm just making sure I have the right image. So as you guys are moving,
Pause.
because you guys are moving along, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, we're walking and talking and embarrassing Lydia.
As the usual.
Mm-hmm.
The usual.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Yep, I found it. Oh wait, that should be the one. Yeah. Okay. So let me just go ahead and do. Okay. Okay. All right. Really? It's not wanting to look for it? Okay. There we go. All right.
Welcome to the Kre, I guess.
Yep, give me a moment. So this is the capital, and I'll get that up for the viewers in a moment. There we go. Apologies if it looks a little weird on the overlay section, because apparently it decided to change it up once again, but just for a quick brief moment, this is what you see.
Let's see. What is it?
Ooh.
Why isn't it showing?
I had to go over to the stream to see
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
I moved it over to the stream
I'll
intentionally.
look at it later. I'm sure it's beautiful.
It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
golden and
So
tall.
But yes, as you see this, you notice that the gates are just now opening up.
Right.
And are you just gonna stand there? You plan to go in? How are you planning?
DM, I have 2 questions first.
Okay.
One, has Umeko ever done any work here in the Kre'Iro?
You've only done the most you've done is more along the lines of treating it as like a middle ground, as to where it's kind of like the neutral zone that you would meet with some clients. That's about it.
So then, the follow-up question, because I know about the Golden
Demon.
Right
Golden Demon.
That thing. Yeah, that guy. Would I have heard, like, generally where beggar version of him hangs out?
Name?
Give me a history check.
Oh, no.
His name is Boris. Gosh, he has a name.
14.
You have a few ideas, but you have a feeling it's probably going to be that anyone who has connection to him, you have a feeling it could be either really in either a place that's a little bit more foot traffic, other places you've seen or heard that they're being in much more discreet areas.
Then she would just ask the party, do we want to look for him first? Do we want to get settled?
That was my question, because I've already burned through both wild shapes and some spells. And we've been up for a while at this point. So do we want to rest and somewhat mess up our sleep schedules and become nocturnal for a little bit and do a lot of stuff at night? Or
if we want to do that, we should settle in the city then, because they're going to close the gates on us if we do that out here.
Exactly. So do we want to go find like an inn?
Inn. I'm in for an inn.
I guess we're going to an inn. Because no one else is talking.
Daphne's just kind of dozing off.
All right. So you guys are going to an inn. Got it. All right.
Searching for an inn.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
It's all good.
Buddy.
Hey.
It's all good.
I keep muting just so I don't end up, like, randomly screaming. When
No worries.
My chair does something funky.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So you're heading off inside, looking for an inn. And thankfully, as you know from your experience in the cities, usually there are a few inns right in the area that's like near the gate. So
was Astraf told a place to stay?
Well, did you ask him?
I will be asking him now. Just be like, are we staying near the gates, or were you told to go somewhere to stay?
I was told to go someplace else. I'll pull that second.
Spooky secret spots.
Well, I mean, because he's technically here for work, so
yeah.
I don't want to inconvenience him in his job.
Even though we made him go through Mount Karen and Falren immediately.
I don't want to inconvenience him, but come to Mount Karen and Falren with me.
Okay. So, sorry about that.
You're not codependent. What?
So he says, but yes, I'm supposed to go to meet up with someone in the city, so I'll have to depart for some time.
Okay.
You have your job, I have mine.
I know. And I said, okay.
Are you sure about that, though?
Yes.
Can I insight
I know how to get a
Lydia?
hold.
Sure, go ahead.
Daphne wishes to insight Lydia as well.
Sure.
One moment.
I'm just general insight. I'm not gonna do anything with it.
Daphne might, depending on what if she finds out.
Dada. Oh shit.
Jesus.
That's my third natural 20 of the night.
Damn.
Lydia,
Are you
spill
ready
all
to
your
get
secrets.
3 at once next session?
I know, right? No, Lydia's okay with it. Like, she understands the fact that they have different jobs. But she is still, like, a little upset because, you know, it's like they go, like, a month and only get, like, 1 night. So it's just like, fine, whatever. This will all be over soon enough anyways, so she's okay with it. But it's just like, there's that twinge of sadness, but she'll get over it. I know how to get a hold of you anyways. I know how to contact you.
That you do. Alright. Well, stay safe.
Stay safe.
He just smirks a little before he starts entering the city as the city gate as well. So you notice he begins to blend into the crowd before disappearing from sight.
Oh. Inn? Are we staying at the inn right at the gates? We gonna go find someplace inner city?
I think so. Quite honestly, I could use some sleep. What about the rest of you?
Yeah.
If I'm...
Gale's just so sleep
I mean,
deprived. It's just like,
If
with how little people are responding, I'm gonna say we should say it one here, which is closer.
Mhm.
All right.
True.
Dalen's gonna turn to Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
About what time is it in the Fall Confederacy?
Dungeon Master, what time is it in the Fall Confederacy? Really, really early.
It's
early morning here.
It's early morning here, so
What time is it back in the Confederacy? Is
Late
it like
at night.
late at night, afternoon?
Honestly,
At
as
night.
you've been saying, Confederacy's on like an opposite time clock.
it is on an opposite
Okay.
time clock. So
So if it's like, what time is it here?
8 a.m., 6 a.m.
8 a.m.?
The gate's just opened. Like, the
Okay,
sun
so
is
it's
rising.
probably like 7:30.
you don't have
So
keen
if it's
mind, so you
around-
don't know.
Can I look at the sun and make a guess?
You can look.
Is there
Okay, go ahead and look at the
something
sun,
that's-
but you get disadvantage on this.
Oh, it's not
Because it's
nature?
the sun.
Is it nature or perception?
It's gonna be nature,
The
but
sun.
Survival.
but you're looking at the sun and you are a drow, so
Nature at disadvantage. Can't get much worse than that. Got a 15. I rolled the same thing.
it's too early for this. Hey,
I'm sad anyways.
yeah,
it's
you're
fine.
Okay,
It's sad
it's-
o'clock.
it's
Okay,
the
let's
odds.
get everyone to the end. Everyone's getting sad and tired.
See,
Let's go.
It's the opposite of the Confederacy. So if it's really early here in the night, it's like early evening, I think. Can Daphne make like a roll for like an educated guess?
Sure, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
And you tell.
We have sessions with
Hey,
time zones in this party. Oh my goodness.
Umeko's already like walking into the nearest tavern, like Jesus Christ, like here's
Gale's
the
like-
tavern.
King's King.
deeply
That's
following along.
That's an 8.
I'll be right back.
That's an 8. I'm gonna say automatically Daphne does not know.
I'm
Sweetie,
just following Umeko to the tavern.
Daphne.
Yeah.
You guys are too tired for this. Let's get you rooms. Jesus
That's
Right.
Christ.
I can't know for sure until I
Gale
get to
just-
sleep
Gale's
myself.
just swaying in his sleep, following Umeko.
I will
can't
pull
say-
you by your coat.
I can't say for sure, Delan. I want to say probably early evening. Maybe
just
all I
messenger at like lunch.
no,
Like,
don't
lunch is
message her.
middle-
No,
Lunch
No,
is like
because-
middle of the night. That's right.
the
Okay.
last
She
time you
You're
messaged, okay,
drunk.
when you messaged her during the day, she said she was asleep, right?
Aye.
So
this is
you
probably-
messaged her
this is
during the
probably a good
day.
time. It's probably a good
You
time.
messaged-
to
Math
do
doesn't
that.
mean it's right math.
Okay.
Message
It
her
might
at
not
like
be
midnight.
Just
Message her in the middle of the night.
Daphne, you have no idea because you were so tired.
I don't remember.
Daphne,
Just
you're
maybe
drunk. Can you
I
tell
am
the
not.
time?
I wish I was drunk right now.
Can we get drunk right
I don't think we should get drunk
Can you
right
tell the
now.
time?
If it makes you guys take a nap faster, sure.
I was hoping
Because
someone
y'all
would-
are too incoherent right now anyway.
now? Just pass out.
I was hoping someone would catch on to the meme that I was trying to reference. The can
Oh.
you tell the time? Yeah, I'm not drunk. Points at
Yes,
the
So, For the sake of time, ironically enough, we'll go ahead and say each of you will have to spend a silver because this is a little bit more pricey since you are near the gate.
Right.
Oh, it's like the rest stops when you first enter a state. God damn it.
Yep.
Ah, the gas is so much more pricey right off the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Silver?
I mean, honestly, we're fine.
True.
You're
bougie.
droning off about the time. And Gale's swaying back there like the guy's gonna fall over.
Okay. We're in the tavern. We paid. God damn it. We're already here.
Go to your beds. Umeko's just gonna start immediately pushing, like, go to bed, god damn it.
Since when were you?
Umeko, you are not the boss.
I'm apparently the most can think straight right now, and that's not usually the case.
Yeah, me and
You're
Umeko
slowly
don't.
sliding.
Hey, the difference here.
Straight
Me
day
and
in my
Umeko
life.
don't think. This is the weird part. How are we more competent than you guys? Go to bed! And she goes to her room and slams the door.
I would like to state I have never been straight a day in my life.
Cool, now go lay down then straight. Like, go!
Fine.
Good night. I'm taking nap here. Good night.
Delan is going to his room and is, at the risk of pain of death, he's gonna go ahead
get in his bed.
Yeah, at the risk of pain of death, he's gonna collapse onto his bed and just cast Ascending really quick. Oh
no!
He's gonna risk it.
Harold, you're not muted.
Harold, you're not muted!
Harold, you're not muted.
We'll talk over it.
Talk over the DM. Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if you stop using lady-scented body wash and switch to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with a man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
I'm on a horse.
What's the implication of you knowing that fully by heart?
What's the context? Why do you know this?
Welcome to
I know
Bone Puns with your host, Lady Punnet, and I hope you guys aren't feeling too bonely tonight as we go through these real rib ticklers of poems. And he was well loved and taken care for, but sadly he is no longer. Oh, there he is.
Sorry, they forgot to put the paint in the house, so they left it on the porch. I was like, oh, I don't want that out there.
We forgot to mute, so we were skipping over.
So we were just shouting.
Thankfully, I muted the OBS, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, so wait, does that mean they missed all of his wonderful, like...
No, they heard you.
Probably good for copyright.
That's probably for the best.
Anyways, we all go to our rooms.
Yes.
And
Umeko's gonna stay downstairs in the tavern for like 5 minutes just to see if any shady person walks by that she can get info from.
Give me a perception check.
Oh no. 23.
Woot!
Doesn't mean there's someone there, that just means I see whoever's in here.
You see a lot of people that are in here, and
breakfast.
there is, while you don't see much in the way of activity that catches your attention in regards to like the individual patrons here, there is something you notice that outside that catches your attention as you look out the window. You see some Kre soldiers as they're walking by, carrying arquebuses.
Take note of that. And then she'll probably head back up to roof if she doesn't find anyone.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't want to talk to guards. That's a bad idea.
Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and do your long rests, everyone.
Before Delan takes his rest, he's gonna risk it and send a sending to Redalia. Let's see.
It was nice knowing you, man.
She's gonna show up in Ifan one of these days just to murder you.
I
Hey,
mean,
that means he gets to see her again.
The last thing you see.
So he's just gonna he's gonna sit on his bed, take out his drums, rest his hand on it. Hello, dearie. Hope it's not too late. Just want to say you're on my mind. Things are well on your end. Nearly. Well, no. Stabbed the fallen.
Oh, you get a response. We're quite fortunate you caught me before I was about to go to bed. Otherwise, you might find yourself with one less horn. But glad to hear that you are alright. And that's the end.
He smiles and sets his drum aside and lays down.
Alright, so as you guys take your long rest, you wake up with the sun setting. For most of you.
Oh, my sleep schedule now. This is great. We're nocturnal now. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for.
Daphne, although doesn't say it out loud, secretly thinks, well, I might as well start getting used to this.
So.
But does not say it out loud.
You start to, as you make your way out of the rooms, you start hearing much more activity as more patrons are coming in, since the day is near the end for them. See a few of the guards, see a few what appears to be that of the seems to be that of fishermen, tradesmen, the like. What do you do as you all gather?
Delan just comes downstairs brushing his beard.
Okay.
Catch up with them, make sure he slept alright, and jazz.
He's definitely feeling it very weird and just not used to waking up at this time, so it's very off-putting for him.
You're on my clock now. I'm way too comfortable with this.
Umeko's gonna like kind of nudge Youth and like kind of point towards the guards. Hopefully they also have arquebuses. They kind of point them out to her.
You don't see them carrying much in the way of weaponry, though you have a feeling it's probably just because you know
Like,
the etiquette. Like, you wouldn't bring
I just kind of gesture like this, like hopefully they get across the idea like they have guns.
Mm-hmm.
The guards have guns.
Delan kind of clocks it and like glances over.
Youth? I think Youth's AFK again.
I forgot she was muted.
I was about to say.
I can't see because the overlay, but
Right.
So.
Oh, does this mean we can have like beer for breakfast? Breakfast beer? Technically, because dinner time?
I mean, if you want to get technical, yes, dear, but do you want to go deal with,
Where we're going, liquid courage might be needed.
Isn't this the same liquid? Ethan then just looks over at Lydia. Isn't this the same liquid courage that you've talked about with some? He's just thinking back to the conversation at that breakfast table.
Far below that limit, dear brother of mine. One is not going to hurt anything.
I don't know what what your version of liquid courage is, so.
There is literally a shot in Biren called courage.
Well, I don't know. I never been to Biren.
Well, you need to travel more. Anyways.
Maybe you need to stay in Azuria more.
I would love to. Anyway.
Daphne's just drinking some tea, watching the tea being built in front of her.
Dalen's going to get the Dalan, since it is evening time, Dalan is going to go ahead and grab himself a fine drink.
Y'all are weird.
Since I know they probably won't have coffee. Actually, I'll ask for coffee. Do they have coffee?
They're a port town.
I know, that's why I'm like, wait.
They do, but it's very pricey, as I warn you. It's about...
Is it more expensive than wine?
It's on par with wine.
Ooh. I'm trying to decide which one I want more.
Bear in mind, sweetie, we should be saving a point. Besides, we can get some in the mansion later.
True.
If we can get out of the city.
Yep. Or, you know, you cast the mansion in your room, and we all just go to your room.
That can work too.
What's the city's rule on magic? Has anyone been here?
Ass.
Our natives to this wonderful country. What is the ruling on magic in Kre?
Also, with
Give me
Dalan,
a history check.
also since Dalan is a sailor / former pirate, would he know anything about this since he may have been here as a port?
You would know that this is the one port that you are actually forbidden from entering. While the Zhao were more about the trade with other countries in a way, it was not as much welcomed in the Kre.
Apologies, I was getting dinner.
No worries. We're in Kreba right now and chilling in a tavern. Also, you learn from Umeko that soldiers have boomsticks.
They have
Oh, over
arquebuses.
here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yay! Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
DM, now that the tavern's filled with a lot more people, is there anyone of interest now?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception, 19.
You do see that there are a few people that catch your attention, though the one that seems to stand out to you the most appears to be that of a tiefling.
It's me.
A red,
just you.
a crimson red tiefling.
Is this tiefling familiar?
Doesn't seem to, but give me a perception check real quick.
Is it Sparrow?
22.
Hey.
As you look at this crimson red tiefling, you see that you definitely know it's not Sparrow, considering that this tiefling is a male.
Okay.
But you see that he is seeming to be wearing armor that seems to be that of the Ifhan sort of soldier armor. And though what he wears seems to be a little bit different in the sense that it's not seeming to align to any sort of particular clan colors. You see that it's a little bit of mixture of various things. You see that along his there seems to be multiple scars along his face, but you also see that there appears to be that of an eye patch. One of which that seems to be a little reflective.
She'll just... Umeko's just whisper to the table, "I'll be right back, guys." And she'll make her way towards the tiefling.
Real quick, when Umeko goes, I'm just gonna pull up my star map and Cosmic Omen.
Okay.
Because I just remembered that.
Okay.
Gale's gonna ask the bartender, "What's the rule on magic in Kre?"
Dalen's gonna just kind of keep an eye on Umeko just to make sure she doesn't get jumped or some shit. we don't know. We don't know what we're dealing with here. So
I say it's my favorite day.
He just looks at you and says, at Gale and says, "Simple. If you plan on using it, be prepared for someone to use it on you."
Okay.
And you just see that his response was just straight to the point, like not giving any BS or anything.
Can I get a firewater, please?
And he'll go ahead and make that for you, which you'll have to remove another 5 copper. Now, for you, Umeko, you approach this tiefling. And
she'll just sit down and say, "You look like someone that can answer a few questions."
Looks over. He seems to finish a sip from his sake as he looks to you. With a single eye. Depends on the questions.
She'll take 2 gold out of her bag and slide on the table towards. This stocking whips is looking to replenish some supplies, if you know where to find some.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm not great at these.
Come on, Umeko!
I'm sorry, what's looking to restock on supplies?
A stocking wisp.
Well, if you're looking for the Urges variety, as he takes hold of the 2 coins. You might say you had to make a deal. Not with the devil, but with the demon.
Where does a ghost go to meet a demon?
Tonight? At the docks. Near a ship known as the Harpy's Song.
Does this demon require any offerings for this information or tools?
To be prepared to make a transaction of some kind. He doesn't exactly like to have pointless chatter. Also, don't ever ask to see his face. If you want to live, of course.
If it matters to the living, sure.
You'd be surprised. You might say that he made his wealth and living off those who didn't heed that warning.
Well, thank you for your time, and I'll be on my way if you don't mind.
He just goes back to his drink.
And Umeko will just head back to the group, depending on seeing whatever they're doing.
What are they doing?
Gale's back with the group as well.
Lydia's studying her star map.
So the magic.
Yes, youth.
You see, if Umeko looks over at Youth, she just sees her with her palm, like her right hand, her palm just facing upwards as the mage hand is just spinning around, like, in random directions with a middle finger up, and she's like, I should use this more.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Daphne's ignoring that and just sipping her tea.
Just be careful with using magic, because otherwise, if you use magic, prepare for it to get used against you. That's the law here in the Kre.
She turns, as he says that in the middle of it, she just turns the finger towards him and stops mid-rotation.
Gale does the same thing with, I think I have mage hand, actually. Let me look.
If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask.
Damn it.
We are typically open books when we're not having bird contests with one another.
Hey, that's
Dylan's
kind of
just-
racist to say here in Ifon, and she dispels it.
Dalan, first of all, Dalan face palms. Second, Dalan just takes a sip of his ale as he looks over at as he sees Umeko coming back over.
Darn, I don't have mage hand.
Anyways, what are we doing?
Does this one have anything to say to Daphne's statement at all?
Itham's just
Hello?
staring. He's just staring at each of you just quietly.
Alright, that's fair too.
See, but he's also just... He just finishes his tea and just says, with all due respect, I don't envy your position. As he's looking at Daphne. And then he just looks at Lydia, and then especially at Youth, and looks back to Daphne. With your passive insight, you can see that I feel it's basically him feeling, I am so sorry for you right now.
Why'd you look at me?
It's a position I sadly put upon myself, and I try not to regret that position most days.
But why'd you look at me? I'm studying.
Lydia, just go back to your star map, dear. We're just the grown-ups are talking.
I'm done studying. I know what I need to know.
Do I hear that as I walk over?
Oh, you're already there.
Well, if the children are all done talking, we should go fishing right now by the docks. If you know what
Excellent.
I mean.
I love fishing. Kitty, I found a catfish.
Alright. I guess to the docks we go.
Dalan missed the pun because he's not in his chair.
Alright, so... Itham will be joining you. Who else is going to the docks?
We're all going.
Party
Okay.
field trip to the docks.
Party field trip.
Field trip.
Alright.
Once we're outside and away from a bunch of people, Umeko will explain that we're looking for the Harpy song ship at the docks. That let's not have any pointless chatter whatsoever. It's highly advised against.
Okay.
We do not want to ask to look at his face, because otherwise we won't have faces anymore.
Alright.
Okay.
And
Unless-
anything we ask or get, we will have to pay back in some sort of transaction. Was not told if it's physical, mental, or emotional.
Sounds about right.
I wasn't aware that emotion. See.
Well, if you can take your memories, then that's somewhat emotional.
Well, I have a feeling this might actually... I'm starting to think this might actually be a demon.
We'll find out. I'm assuming this is about the thing, Umeko, the person we need to talk to.
Get your paw
From
off.
people, so I would assume we can say the golden demon.
Okay, I didn't know how secretive you were being, but okay, sure.
Well, I was just trying not to say it in the middle of the tavern.
His name is Borith, and he's a beggar.
That's his beggar persona.
Yeah, and that's the person we need to talk to first. To get in.
Well, I was told this is where we'd find him.
Oh.
Because rather just go straight to him than talk to a bunch of middlemen.
Did you already speak to a middleman? Is that how you know where?
Yes, while you guys were drawing and talking and drinking at the table.
I was
You're
having
being
tea with Itham, and we were just
believe-
having a splendid conversation.
That falls
I
under
believe
drinking.
that falls under drinking and talking. Yes.
I guess
Do I see
I
the
get-
ship, DM?
I get sassed so much with these
I
people.
hit ship as well.
Oh, don't-
Umeko
if
was
it- if it's-
stressed. We were talking
yeah.
to the golden demon.
Lucy, hold on.
Well... Itham just looks over to Daphne as they're walking and says, well, I think it's... Given the current circumstances, I think it's a way of coping. As...
Yes.
I.
Wait,
And yet when I cope and do my puns, I get...
what's the name of the ship?
Harpy song.
DM, would Delan or I know of that ship name?
You would not.
Okay.
It like I mentioned to
But
Dalan, these ships that are here, they are like, you guys would not have been allowed in the harbor. You guys would not have any information on these particular ships. They are very. While in the Jazi, you were able to go to that port, but that was it. In the Kre, you were forbidden. Period. You had to go all the way to the Ja, and that was it. If not, you plan on going further north, you have to go around the whole continent to get to the next port.
Hey DM, Biren was a port town. Did I ever see or hear of? Okay.
You would not,
like,
because...
Because...
You were on the other side of the continent.
In Biren? I said...
Daphne.
I was in Biren.
Yeah,
a
but...
port town.
Like I said, you wouldn't hear because it was on the other side of the continent.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't going to say what Daphne have, because Daphne did trade.
Mm-hmm.
Earl, she would probably know for sure, because Earl handled it. Daphne didn't have anything to do with that in
So,
ship or something, so I'm not going to ask.
as you entered this harbor, this port, you begin to look around. You see that it's now nighttime. Lanterns are already being lit. And as you are looking around, you do see a few people along the streets. But you also see that there are some people just wandering about. You see a few milling about, seeming to be that of beggars, though there's one that seems to be resting near the between two structures, which would catch Lydia's attention.
Is he begging for herbs? Does it match like the description Blathers gave?
He seems to be an older person. In fact, seems to be that of a human.
If I just wander closer, is he saying anything or is he just quiet? Because Blathers said he would be begging for herbs.
He would look to you as you get closer and say, "Please, if you have anything, even some herbs will suffice."
Look back at the group, like, this is it.
Delan is uncharacteristically quiet at this point.
Daphne's just letting her handle it.
Alright, Lydia will look at this man and say exactly, I do not have what you seek, but what I can give will make you as rich as a king.
Puts his hand back. And he moves over to the side. Who has a passive perception of 18 or higher? Alright, so you would see as you're moving back, as he's moving to the side, you see what appears to be that of, with under his cloak, or blanket, whatever it may be, what appears to be that of a serrated dagger glint in the light for a moment.
Wait, you said 18 above?
Yeah.
Perception? Then yeah, I see it as well.
You see the serrated dagger for a brief moment as he moves over and just looks over into this alleyway and looks back to you.
I have a dog.
Does your dog have a balloon attached to its collar?
No, there's just a balloon attached to my chair in general. But I also have a dog running in and out of my room right this moment. I'm sorry. Dagger and looking back at an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting the impression he's telling us to go into the alleyway?
I mean, he's looking back into the alleyway, then looking back to you.
Okay.
I don't. What, Daphne?
I think this is Paulina speaking. We're gonna get jumped.
Delan.
Daphne's just gonna start going towards the alleyway then.
All right.
Delan's gonna follow. He has his cloak of manta ray on, and he's just as he's walking in, he does kind of like have one hand like move towards his sword, but he's not drawing it or anything. He's just like being ready in case we get ambushed.
I'll tip the beggar a gold.
Okay.
I'm just talking. What the fuck?
Yeah, Lydia will give him a small nod of thanks and follow the rest of the group towards the alley.
Right.
Dalen's gonna actually drop him about 3 gold.
That's my stomach.
All right. Let's go ahead and remove that.
Why?
And as each of you enter, you find yourselves slowly entering this alleyway as it's slow. It's strange in that as you are entering, you find yourself. It's getting darker. Even to a point where you don't really, even the dark vision isn't activating. But as you continue onward, you find that it's now goes from being dark to a bit of a warm glow. And you find yourself no longer in what appears to be that of an alleyway, but you feel the warmth of as if you're inside a building. Confused, you look back and you see it's like as if you're inside you just entered through the main entrance.
Cool. That's a cool trick.
And as you are looking around, you start seeing that this warm glow. You see like the warm light, while there's like the candles and such, they seem to be emitting this bright warm light of the stained glass artistic work. You see that there is, in this main room, there's that fireplace. You also notice that there is an archway further down, but you can't really see through it into this room, as it seems to be covered by almost like a curtain of smoke, constantly moving about. But as you are taking in this sort of surprising scenery, you notice there's this sort of table, almost like the table and desk, seem to be etched in gold along its framework. You also see that's the dark, rich red sort of wood, and almost that's appearing from the curtain, a pair of violet curtains seem to be made out of silk. Opening up, you see what appears to be that of an individual that seems to be human in appearance, but you see that they're wearing rather almost exotic clothing. If anyone wants to make a history check, feel free to do so.
Yay! History!
Oh, 17.
Oh, on that one, I don't know shit. Matter of fact, I forgot shit.
Oh, there we go.
Youth?
That is a 13.
Sorry, I'm typing with one hand right now because I'm eating at the same time.
Okay, you're good.
Hog. Keep forgetting this man's basically Jabba the Hutt.
Okay.
Oh, 21.
So starting off, you get everyone else seems to be so Gale, Delan, Umeko, you seem to be just surprised by how different this person seems to be. Well, Daphne, you're just like, whoa, like, and then just like,
What is happening?
And you're just like, whoa, and then you know it's just like, he's just wearing a vest on top. And
Guy.
and definitely not as it's definitely not as conservative as the as like from what you're used to in Nifhan. While he is wearing like the pants and all that, it's just like very much he's showing. It's clear that for his upper half, he's clearly showing off his physique. Daphne and Lydia, you instantly realize that he is dressed up in a way that is from a Shuk, Sultanate of a Shuk.
Ooh.
As you know that it's the way they dress is much more meant for warmer climates, and that they also are proud to show what wealth they might have. Youth, you would know this, but you would also take into realization that this particular style in which he is wearing comes from a time of a great general known as Suladin. Which was one of the great generals to actually dare make some level of progress in invading the Dratonian Empire. And as he presents himself, you see that his hair's cut rather short. You see that his eyes are not exactly that of natural human colors. In fact, seem to be reptilian, with a flash of jade green. And as he smiles, you see where the canine teeth normally are fangs. A Yuan-Ti pureblood.
Oh, now Daphne's homesick again. Thinking of Anin.
Welcome to this humble abode. How may I be of a service to you?
I'm going to defer to our spooky folks.
Spooky folks?
I couldn't think of a better word in my head right now. Basically, like Umeko and you, our sneaky folks.
There we go.
You're just gonna look over to Umeko and say, do you want me to do the talking or do you want to talk?
I don't see why we can't both.
Okay. You're just not as good with words as I am. She says sarcastically.
I have more rank here, though, than you.
I know. It's a joke. Can't you read sarcasm?
Theon's gonna walk past both of them and walk within a respectable distance of this guy. He turns back to Lydia, what is it we need? Lydia, what is it we need?
Diamonds, we're looking for a ring, and just generalized shopping, essentially.
Okay, so he's gonna turn to... Okay, so he's gonna turn to this guy. We need a ring. A very specific ring. And we're also looking for some gems and some information. The ring first. It's of the utmost importance to us.
Youth does have a sketch of it. She copied into her book.
Lydia does as well. Cause she has.
I don't know if we'd want to show the full page to that, dude.
True. I can.
So,
redact
she'll show it to him.
Okay. I see. Well, then my master will be more than likely interested to do business with you. Please, step right in. As he steps to the side, allowing you to enter that archway that's filled with smoke.
Dylan just kind of gives him a slight nod and turns and continues to walk in.
Just him or all of us?
Youth is gonna walk in.
He's gonna walk in.
I'm gonna say he's expecting everybody to follow him, but if no one does, he's just gonna walk in there.
I mean, them another gold as we walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Question for the DM. Does sending stones require me to speak out loud, or can I just think the thought?
I think it's a verbal. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll have to double. But it's basically the same rules as sending. So basically, you'd be
Alright,
whispering
never
into it, I think.
Okay. I was gonna send a message to Astraf, but never
Yeah.
mind.
Daphne, are you saying something?
Daphne, you muted.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I muted myself. Let me just look up sending spell really quick because I have
Okay.
that. Oh,
Well, I probably can look in the stone too. In my inventory that the stone
yeah, you
says
could,
it.
but I already have it. 1 second.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
the
it's the sending.
components are VSM, so there's
Well, I
a
know
verbal
it's-
component.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it. I knew that, but I was just wondering if it was a different application because of it was a stone. No, but regardless, I've already moved past it.
As you all enter the archway, as you enter, you start to discover how vibrant this place is. You see there's all along as you're entering, you see there are various lounge like beds complete with the various various pillows in silk, satin, all of which very rare sort of materials that would be made for this. You see that as you may start to note, as you are noticing the smell, the smoke, it seems to be that of incense or something of similar to that. As you see that these beds and lounge and are occupied by people lounging about, watching you as you enter, as they seem to be enjoying what appears to be that from this strange sort of metallic, which appears to be from this strange metallic object that seems to be emanating a little bit of the smoke as they take from the one end of the tube and start inhaling. It is a hookah, for those who are wondering.
Yes. I just went to check for a second because I'm like, wait.
This is just like, oh, I haven't been to one of these in a while. I'm kidding.
But as you are looking around, you also see there's various pieces of art as well. Some of which are statues and sculptures. Others are that of a various artwork depictions. All of which are in vibrant colors, same as the pillows and whatnot. In fact, it's rather surprising how much strong colors there is. It's almost like it's playing off your senses. But you also notice that these artworks are rather, to one degree or another, suggestive in nature.
Question for the DM. DM, would this architecture and all these vibrance, would they be the same as what Gale saw when he spoke with the Conjurer for the first time after Blockwolf's death?
You did not really see any structures or architecture when you were talking to him.
Oh, okay.
Or in his memories, because he only told you the memories. But as you are entering further in, and you take in all of these things, you see what appears to be someone also almost appears to be that of a grand seat with it. It's almost like, imagine if someone took a bed and made that into a throne. Etched appears to be that, decorated in gold, and you see a figure lounging there, and you see just below him on the steps, you see two figures as well resting idly by. Though what catches your attention is the fact these two are female, at least on the upper half, but the lower half seems to be serpent-like. You also notice that they have 3 pairs of arms.
Nice. Quick question.
Yes?
Because Paulina's pretty sure she knows what these are. But since the Scale family has been named after mythical serpents and the like. Does Daphne know what these are?
Give me a religion check.
Okay.
Does Itham have like an outward reaction to all this, or is he just like...
Have we told Itham how he's supposed to react how to act while he's in here?
Well, he was with us when Umeko went through the list of rules, so...
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like looking back at Itham like...
He is filled with
good?
uncertainty. Just like,
Did
this is out
religion?
of his comfort zone.
Did you say religion or
Yes.
Religion? Okay.
Seeing his uncertainty, Lydia will hang back with him.
Come on. I just want to go down. Down. There we go.
They don't seem, as strange as it may sound, they don't seem to resemble any serpent-like mythical creatures from what you recall anyways. But as you are looking at them, you notice that the one lounging seems to be covered head to toe in these various robes. And you can tell just from the shape that it is a male figure, but it's wrapped up in a way that it's like constantly going around and around and around all over his body. It's like a dark chocolate brown. Very exotic materials made from it. But you notice upon his face a golden mask. And as he turns his head, you notice in the mask the eyes, a cyan blue glowing from him. And all around you, as you see that there are various individuals, some of them partakers in this enjoyable moment. You also see some of those that are armed all around the room. It's been a while since I had someone like you grace this place.
Who's he looking at?
As he's looking at each and every one of you. Tell me, what brings the non-Arakakra folk like yourselves to my home?
Dalen's gonna take the picture of the ring and hold it up. We're looking for this ring. We're also looking for diamonds, gems. We need some supply, as well as information on certain individuals.
As you say, talking about the diamonds and everything, you just see he's looking over his hand as you see that it's decorated with various the levels, the sizes of jewelry and various precious stones.
What are you guys doing?
This was gonna be a shopping mall, not a guy's house.
Now that we can supply you with materials of the sort. Of course, that comes at a price of coin. But information, especially something as powerful as what you're looking for, I'm gonna need something in return.
What exactly would you be interested in?
He sits up a little, no longer lounging. Well, there's a few things that come to mind. The one of which does catch my attention. Do tell me, how long have you been here?
In the country?
The group
In-
as a whole or individual?
Tell me, how long have you been in... I'm trying to pull up the name. In Kreva, or even this land that is controlled by such a clan.
Kreva, we've been here for about 24 hours. Khan, we've been here.
You cut out Daphne.
Fucking stupid mic shit. Okay. Rewind. We've been in Kreva a little under 24 hours, and for a little under a year.
You see his eyes flash for a moment. Only a day, and yet you are so far into this land. So far into Kre'Iro.
DM?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot if you said I've been here before, if I just knew that this was neutral land.
You just knew that this has neutral land.
Okay.
Yeah. And that you had been here for business, but wasn't exactly
So
involved in the Golden Demon. Yeah.
But okay, so then Umeko Paibos, I've done business in this area before.
And tell me. As his eyes slowly shift over to Umeko, still having that bright glow about him. Tell me. What is something you've noticed that has changed here in this city?
Seem to be armed with new weaponry that's not from this land.
Precisely. And as we know, creations of sorts have a creator. And one thing I would enjoy most, more than anything else, is to have my hands on said creator.
My character question is Talus with us?
You look
Talus
around,
with us?
you take a look, you notice Talus is not with you at all.
Okay.
In fact, she wasn't even with you when you went to the harbor.
Did she stay back at the tavern?
You don't know.
Tavern?
You didn't check.
Her up.
You didn't check.
We forgot to wake her up.
I thought we just had our NPC gaggle with us. God damn it.
Not everyone's
She's
at
not
them.
here.
Not everyone's at them.
Not everyone's in them. We forgot to wake up Tal.
It's them you are babysitting. Everyone know. At least she's not here right now.
Delan turns to him. That might be a little... Acquiring the creator might be a little bit difficult. Might there be something else that we could interest you in?
Give me a persuasion check. Also, while you're doing that, let me go ahead and show you a pic of him.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Show
Is
me
he
that.
hot?
Show me.
Is he hot?
He's wearing a mask.
Is he hot though?
Here we go.
that's
Take a
him.
look over here. This is
Over where?
this is the mask you see and the eyes.
Over where? Where am I looking?
Just go and take a look at the stream if need be.
Okay.
I'll post. I'm gonna upload the images later too.
Ooh.
That's an 18.
Okay. I see. That's understandable, I suppose. I can, if need be, send someone a bit more equipped for that person. But, for the time being, as I said, I would want something of value, and information as such as the one you are looking for. As he points out to the picture that's being held up. For that, has to be something of a great price. I will need you to retrieve something for me for this transaction to be done. There is a great artifact that I've longed to have in my possession. It is a crown. A crown that had been worn in the days before the formation of Ivhan. Some say it was even a gift to a ruler. I want this crown. Fortunately, I know where it is. I just need capable hands to obtain it for me.
Where's the crown?
Now that I will only reveal if this agreement will be held for this transaction.
Delan turns looks back to the rest of the group.
Now, question for the group really quickly. Out of character, I had to go to my cats in my apartment. Are they asking for Talus as like the alternative to getting this crown?
Basically.
What?
Have they said what they're going to do to Talus when they get this?
We didn't ask. We just asked if there was an alternative, and he said he wants a crown. But won't tell us where the crown is unless we accept. My thing is we can't accept a job not knowing where it's going to take us. Can we?
Daphne's going to take a stab at this for a second. And we just got to think of how to word this. Yeah, how am I going to word this? Brain is failing me with ADHD meds wearing off. The issue is, it's hard to accept a job where we have alliances with other clans. And to steal from them would be a dishonor to them and ourselves.
Taking his gaze from Delan, just slowly turns and looks at you. You feel as if the eyes are just focusing in, almost like as if he's looking right through your head to the other side.
Daphne is used to this. She has worked in court.
This is not like the courts. This is not like the royalty, the nobility. I do not care for such things. I do not care about their concept of loyalty or honor. The only thing that matters to me that our deals are upheld and I get what I look for in the end. You see, even during the time of the war, the civil war that took place here, it did not matter to me that I was providing information, material to both sides. And I did it openly. Because I know in the end what matters to is nothing more than the profit in the end. Profit is what everyone wants. Same goes for the court, the nobility. It may not be money, but it would be land, titles, concepts of honor. I will only do transactions. I do not care if it tarnishes what people view as loyalty or honor. It matters not to me, nor will it ever will.
DM, I was in the restroom. I didn't hear what the offer was.
There are 2 offers.
Palace or go find a crown.
But he won't tell us where the crown is.
Unless you make the deal.
Oh, I have some questions I don't...
Youth is gonna actually pipe up. She's gonna raise her hand first.
Keep in mind, Talus is not here, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. She's gonna raise her hand and wait for him to acknowledge.
He's just looking at each and every one of you. So if you want to speak, go ahead.
Okay. She just says, "What if, say we take your offer on the crown? Are all of us held accountable, or is it just we can pick a few to be held accountable for that?"
Can do so if you wish, but only those who take part in this transaction would receive this. And I assure you, I have my ways of making sure that it doesn't get compromised.
Sure you do.
Does she, would Youth know what he's implying with that?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. The youth wasn't with it.
Okay. I'm sorry, but insight is not her strong suit, my guys.
Ooh.
Yeah,
For real.
she only has a plus
All
one.
you get, you just get, just from your background, you get to feel that there is a sharpness behind his words.
Delan.
Umeko can step forward. If we decide to only do a couple of us, as you may know and have heard, a prowling orb as myself is capable of doing such a thing.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I had a hard time hearing.
As you would know, a prowling orb as myself would be capable of doing this.
I do not. For me, whoever makes the transaction, I'll make sure they are the only ones get a hold of this. But I will warn you. And you just, for those of you with the passive perception of 17 and higher, you'll notice that some of the guards are now resting their hands on their weapons. I will only deal in transactions that have merit, not idle chatter.
Delan turns to Lydia, looking specifically at her. Are we taking the deal or are we not?
I want to ask a few questions, honestly. Just to find out more information.
He won't give information.
I can take it.
Because he was saying that the crown was given to the first rulers. Who's the person plaguing Evhan right now? One of the first emperors. We're gonna use that ring to eliminate the first emperor. So if we get the information on the ring, kill the first emperor, and get the crown from that. We need the ring to eliminate the first ruler, who the crown was given to.
But it could have also been given to the other first ruler, which means we could be stealing from the emperor.
Which we need to figure out which emperor he's with, but he won't tell us unless we accept. So.
Umeko, would you be able to wear the ring?
I could, potentially.
Youth looks over at, I can't remember. Did we ever get his name?
No, he's just the golden demon.
It's just the golden demon that you're in the presence of.
Yeah. She looks at the golden demon and she says, with a shrug, she just goes, I could do it.
Alan turns to the golden demon, looking him dead in the eye, best he can. I
guess we're stealing a crowd.
Do it.
All right.
You hear it from Itham. Very well.
Oh shit. You didn't have to join.
Again, not everyone has to do it.
Right, I'm like,
Well, Lydia said yes, so Itham.
Lydia's just gonna give him a look like,
Sister.
you didn't have to do that.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a lost dog.
Okay, anyways.
And as you all say your agreements, you hear the golden demon speak once more. Leave us. And as he says this, the room clears out. Everyone leaves.
no one's
The
left
guards, the serpentine-like ladies, the people that were lounging, they immediately make themselves scarce, quickly leaving until it's all but the golden demon and you all. He gets up from his seat. By now you realize how tall this person actually is. Standing at 7'5".
Boy.
And just
Shorter than Diar.
And as he steps forward, he looks to you all. But more in particular, to Youth, who spoke up. Being the first one to. With her agreement. The crown is currently in the possession of the Kara. It is located in the temple of the Kara. And that's where we're ending our session tonight.
Oh,
I don't know if it's better or worse than it being with the Emperor.
This is good. We can do this. This is
We
fine.
can-
This is
Are you
fine.
sure? Are you sure?
This is
I have to
fine.
hop off as soon as you start the overlay because I need to go.
That's all right. Okay. So, all right. So give me just a quick second to end the music there. So, thank you all, everyone, for hanging out with us for this session. We went a little bit over, but I'm glad that we got to get some time in, get to see Slopadop, get to see the Kuatoa, and finally get to meet the Golden Demon. So, thank you all for hanging out with us. Please stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you all again next time. Revive Pandemic, 7 o'clock at 9 Pacific Standard Time on Thursdays. And we will be back not next week, but the week after for Ichor and Honor. Have a good night, everyone.
Nice.